my god, I forgot we leveled up.
Are you
Right
ready
in
for
front of
me
you.
to...
Move your hand up.
Are you ready
Left.
for me to
Right.
blow everyone up again?
There you
Yeah.
go. Pew!
That was like top 10 moments.
Okay, really quickly, what the hell were we supposed to get together for?
Oh,
To
that's
figure
right.
out what spells we want.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about spells and
Spells. Yeah.
what we all
I guess
have
we
at
could
our...
just do
at
that
our...
in our chat here in Discord and be like, "Hey guys, I've got these
Yeah, I'll
spells."
just list it.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Back to D&D 5th edition. Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Can we get a quick recap of the atrocities that happened last week?
The atrocities, okay.
The atrocities.
Nothing important happened last session. The end.
Well, a lot happened.
Excuse me, somebody died.
And it wasn't me this time.
I see how important it is.
I just took a picture of myself instead of my spells.
That's right.
Surprise.
Zeke, you're
So-
wonderful.
The one spell I kind of want to learn is, but I don't know if I was able to, is spiritual weapon.
You were not, because I can't teach you.
Yeah, so
In any event,
I'll get that next level.
the party had just finished a long rest after dealing with the carrion crawler and proceeded on further into the dungeon. We traveled through and explored some more rooms and didn't really come across anything of note besides a weird person hiding in a hole next to what seemed to be a map of the dungeon. This individual said that he only had a limited amount of food, and he only had like 2 weeks worth left of rations, and Belle was like, nobody carries that many rations with them. Never. And then we quickly sussed out that this man was an undead, and later figured out that they were a revenant who was betrayed, as far as we could tell, and left for dead. We let him out, and he said that he was going to go deeper in to pursue these people who betrayed him, like revenants. We said that we would be more than willing to help, but first we had a few things to take care of here on this level, on the first level. And we traveled back to the door where the poison gas room was and proceeded to shut it down. And then realized that, oh wait, we're a party that doesn't close any doors ever. So we flooded the entire northern half of that dungeon with poison gas. Merrick, Constantine, and Azazel traveled through initially, because that's all we could fit with a gust cantrip, and eventually made it to the entrance of the dungeon, where it was magically being cleared by a circle. And then we reunited after another round of that, and took a short rest. And then somebody decided to say, I wonder if this poison gas is flammable. And then Azazel threw a firebolt at it, and it exploded, and almost killed the party.
No one's surprised.
And destroyed the little coin bucket that Durnan had to get down in the water to pay for getting back up in the yawning port. We took another short rest, and one of the barmaids came down and said, Durnan's holding you responsible for this. And then somebody mouthed off, and then she left. And then Merrick went up to apologize. Durnan was not happy. But we got that straightened away. Came back down and went to go deal with the Undertaker. And we found some alive ones who were in a sealed room. And they came out and they said, you shouldn't be here. And then their leader came out, and then there was a flesh golem. But I don't think we actually knew it was a flesh golem. Detruda was busy trying to identify something in that room and got knocked the fuck out. She was eventually almost taken hostage and then eventually killed by said flesh golem. The party proceeded to handle the rest of them and defeated all of them, and Azazel killed some after they were surrendered. And then the party came and went back up the well and got Detruda resurrected at great cost, and have now spent the next 4 days preparing to go back down. I think that's about it.
Sounds about right. Sorry, my cat was yelling like she was dying, but she wasn't. She was just carrying a toy up here.
I'm just glad my dog decided to stop squeaking on his toy. So
Right.
he's doing a solid 30 minutes.
So remember, we're fast tracking 4 days in the city.
Yep.
It is the 5th day now.
I probably would have in those days, and I didn't because it's not like a standard thing. I would have probably gotten some kind of more secure fastening for my hollow statue head that I have like my skulls rattling around in. Because I just had a piece of rope tying it up, so I would have tried to get somebody to make some kind of like harness so I could like put it on my belt.
That's fine.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I just picked up a couple of things from some shops, but that's about it.
I mean, we got diamonds, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, you bet we did.
I think we got 5 diamonds.
We did. We got 5
Yeah.
diamonds.
Make sure they're in your inventory.
They are in inventory. Diamonds, 300 gold pieces, 5 uses.
I don't think I need anything else for spell or anything.
Alright, Constantine, you either need to maintain
Oh, I need a
a
small
crystal
crystal.
at all times, or a gentle repose spell at all times.
So I either need to keep a 2nd level or 3rd level. Luckily, when I leveled up, I got an extra 3rd level spells.
And that's not going to be used ever unless we need it.
Yep.
Well, there are extenuating circumstances sometimes, right? Where sometimes, you know, that you can just return a favor.
But in
Oh,
any
did we
event,
get
I
the
think
bucket?
we'll go-
Yes.
Yes, we
We
did.
got the bucket.
Merrick paid for the bucket.
What about
What about
healing potions? Did we get any of those extras?
I don't think we've even used
No,
any of
we have
ours.
not.
Yeah, we still each should have 2, at least, and some people have.
I currently have
Yeah,
3.
healing potions.
I have 2 regulars and a greater.
We have some levels. I can't really think of anything else. No?
Nope.
All right. So we'll go ahead and press on forward. What do you guys want to do?
Junior, close your door.
I believe we want to head back up to the awning portal after everybody's ready, and continue down the into that dungeon.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yup.
Okay.
And if there are bodies still down there, I'd like to do a once over of all of those because we really didn't do that. I know the Undertakers really didn't have anything on them, but maybe the Xanathar guys did. But for the most part, they're on the way. I'm not going to go out of my way in order to like examine them. Oh god, I gotta find myself on this massive map.
Alright, level 1, final fight.
There we go. Hey!
What do they say? The third time's the charm.
Where are you guys? You guys still here?
I mean, I didn't have any... We really didn't check around here, did we?
No, we left right after.
Yeah, we left right after.
Yeah,
I
we
searched
like...
for a diamond, but that was it.
We did like a quick once over on the guys that we killed, correct?
We picked the
Yes, I
hightail
looked through them. And
Okay.
Well, I looked at them for diamonds. I wasn't looking for anything else.
Right. Can I
Just in
just...
case.
Because if I remember correctly, the Undertakers came out of here, and then their boss came out of here, correct? And the Flesh Golem.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna mosey on down into this room over here. And see if I find anything interesting. Hey guys, I'm coming down here.
Alright, I'll go with you.
Yeah, well, in that case, I'll stay here with Constantine and Trudy.
What's in this room?
Poke my head up here, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go with you guys.
See if I see anything.
Yeah, I'll go with you guys.
Constantine will follow the rest as he sees Azazel coming with.
I guess I'll follow.
All right, so you can see that it looks like this might have been a an office / bedroom. Most likely for the leader that you guys had gotten rid of.
Can I turn this place inside out for anything valuable?
Give me either perception or investigation, depending on what you're
Can I help?
using. Yes.
Well, before you start looking, I'll cast guidance on you.
On who?
Whoever's looking. I think that's you, Merrick.
I think you were looking and I
Sure.
am helping you.
Sure.
Jesus.
Or I can make my own roll.
It's up to you. You can either give him advantage or you can search yourself. It's your choice.
Your choice, Bill.
But do it before he rolls.
I'll look myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Zeke wants to help. Belle wants to check herself.
That's okay, because I didn't need help.
I got a 19.
That's 32.
All right, let's see here.
Wait, are you better at investigating than me now?
I rolled perception, not investigation.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought I was the best investigator.
I mean, you are.
Because I'm dumb.
All right, so right off the bat, you can see that there's a large table resting atop is a lit lantern. Underneath the table is a wooden trunk painted with pictures of clowns.
Oh, no.
You can see there's a kind of a
Did you say
frayed...
clowns?
Yes, clowns.
Yes.
A frayed circular rug on the floor. And there's a folded up privacy screen kind of hanging out in the side of the wall.
Okay. Does it just look to be like a mundane lantern, or does it look special in any way?
It looks to be mundane.
Okay.
Did I find anything rifling through stuff with my 19?
Yeah. So you would find while you're rifling around things, disguise kit and a couple of costumes.
Oh
That is so Belle.
I am so excited. I will hold everything up excitedly.
So you'll
Clown fucking are they fucking clowns?
you'll find a disguise kit, a clown costume, and a vampire costume.
Yes! Oh my god, more costumes. I'm so excited. I have 4 costumes now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm keeping them, by the way.
Robert's incredibly paranoid about the carpet on the ground, but Merrick wouldn't know anything about that. You said there was Belle looked in the trunk, right?
No,
Oh,
she was essentially
right
searching.
through-
Yeah, searching
Oh, okay.
around the around the beds, behind the desks, through an open wardrobe, stuff that was open to the air, not necessarily closed off.
Is a trunk lid considered an unlocked door?
No,
Can't pop that open with thaumaturgy?
no.
Regardless, Merrick's gonna take a look at that and try and open it, and then if it's locked, he'll try and get that lock open.
Looking at it, you don't see a lock on it.
Okay, I will try and flip it open.
Okay. So you open it. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Sure.
Oh no.
Okay. So you open up the trunk, and you see nothing seems to be inside it, and you see a mirror kind of made into the top part of the trunk.
Made into it like it's
Built in.
part of the trunk. It's okay. Does it look okay? Do I feel anything happen when I open it, or does it just look like a mirror to me?
It just looks like a mirror.
Okay. Does it look like there's a way that I can pop that mirror out? Like, is it screwed in there that I can just like unscrew it, or is it just like in there?
With your passive perception, you can tell that you'd have to break the top part of the trunk apart to get the mirror.
Yeah, not happening. Is there anything inside the trunk itself?
Not from what you can see.
He'll leave it open and just kind of drift off to other places.
Okay. What do the rest of you want to do then?
I'm trying on my new costumes.
Okay.
Well, they were rifling around. Could I have been preparing my ritual for detect magic?
Yeah. It takes about a minute for searching, so you'll at least got
Alright.
a minute through.
I'll let them all know that I'm gonna start seeing if anything stands out.
Did you say there was a desk in here?
Yeah. It's a big wooden desk. Underneath it was the trunk. On top of it was a lantern.
Okay, so no drawers or anything in the desk?
No drawers. It was a drawerless desk.
Maybe
Does,
a table?
Yeah, kind of like a table, but used as a desk.
does it look like there's any extra oil for the lanterns?
Ooh, good call.
Not from what you see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do comprehend language when I see
We
it.
can
Okay.
we can take the lantern with us though, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We might as well.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have? Hey, Azazel,
Yes.
you want a lantern?
Is it one that I can like hook to my hip?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, it might not be capable of that. I don't know.
No, if you
No,
do,
I'll
if
pick
you
up
if you do hook it to your hip, and you fall to the ground at some point, there's a chance for it to break, and you covered in oil and catch on fire. So keep that in mind.
So it's funny.
I mean, yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, I will pick up the lantern and be like, I got this for you, Azazel.
I mean, I need both hands in order to...
Yeah, that's an acceptable risk. Oil gets on his cards and they just catch on fire.
They're magic cards.
Maybe.
I
If
know.
I'm falling...
Shh, shh! Don't say that.
Oh god. Alright, I think we have thoroughly exhausted to this
Does-
room. Let's go to the next one.
Well,
Well, can we wait until my ritual is done?
Yeah, you got
Can we,
10.
pick
You
him
got
up
10
and
minutes.
Carry him while he casts a ritual.
No.
Because there's two of us casting rituals. I'm doing comprehend languages for, you know,
Oh
PS2
my
players.
god, you
Those-
guys!
Does the desk have any drawers on it?
No. Still doesn't have drawers on it.
Val will kind of look at the. Oh no, she won't do that. Last time we hit a wall, something terrible happened.
Yeah.
So in the room is a bed that was searched by Bell, wardrobe that was searched by Bell, a desk, and the trunk. It's an open trunk that has a mirror attached to the top.
But there's nothing in the trunk.
Not from what Merrick saw. Nobody else has bothered to look.
I mean, since I was kind of in the back, can I give the room like a look over?
Yeah.
Curiously, because yeah, I didn't really. I mean, my character wouldn't have seen much anyways. So he's kind of just chilling out while they search the room. So
Well, he sees a lot more now that he has a lantern.
yeah.
So perception or investigation, your choice.
Belle's gonna play a song on her flute because she hasn't practiced flute in a while.
I'll do perception.
Okay. She'll be looking around
It's
the
an
room.
average song.
Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary. Oh, never mind. That
No,
was
that was me
that was your flute. There's nothing out of the
That was
ordinary.
my average flute song.
As far as you go, Azazel, you looking around, you can see that it's pretty much picked clean. Nothing seems to stand out.
Okay. Do I see this mirror, this chest with the mirror?
It's kind of like slightly closed, not fully
okay.
open, but it's up to Merrick whether or not he wants to tell anybody.
I mean, if Merrick didn't feel anything weird, he has no reason to tell anybody.
I mean, out of my curiosity, I would probably like flip it open and be like, "What's in there?" Like maybe they missed that, you know? Like I don't know.
Yeah, as soon as I found the costumes, I got pretty excited. So.
Okay, so you want to look in the chest?
Yeah, I mean, I'll use my foot to like kind of kick it open.
Okay.
Curiously.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
I mean, at this point, they're doing rituals, so my character's he's not just gonna sit there.
I'm so
Have
bored.
you noticed that all of these terrible things always happen when you two are doing rituals because we get so bored?
Well, no, it's not. It's because of you guys getting bored, not because of us doing rituals. Okay, let's
Is
be
it a
real.
intelligence saving?
There's a direct
Yeah.
correlation here. Or causation here.
Isn't that why you took the spells you did, so you could be less bored? So you could talk with your skulls and do all that stuff?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that at the very beginning of the day.
So as you guys are yapping around about each other, you guys turn around and you see Azazel's missing.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
How long until my ritual's up?
You got 8 minutes.
It's been like what, 3 minutes at this time? Yeah. Azazel? She'll start she knows that, like, you know, people can go invisible, so she just starts like.
Am I actually still there? Or?
You can hear them, but they sound really far away.
Belle will start walking around, like, waving her arms,
Do I still
like,
see
through
the
the whole
room?
room.
You can see in the room, but for some reason it feels like you can't move. You can see them; they seem to be standing in front of you, but you don't remember moving. But for some reason, you're looking down the hallway instead of into the room.
Do I find anything with my arm waving antics?
No.
Alright.
We saw him go over to the chest, though, right?
Yeah.
Merrick's gonna more thoroughly investigate that. Look underneath the desk. Maybe there's something there.
Okay, so you pull the chest out or the trunk out.
Yeah, I'll pull it out and then like try and get underneath it to see if I can look at the desk.
Okay, yeah. There doesn't seem to be anything underneath or behind.
Okay.
Azazel?
Am I able to talk or no?
Yeah, you can talk.
Alright, I mean, I'll be shouting. I don't know if they can hear me. Well, I won't shout, but I'm right here.
You guys hear a mumbled voice coming from the trunk.
From the trunk.
Yes.
I mean,
Guys.
Belle would say, "How did you get in there?" and shoot open the trunk.
In where?
You open the trunk, Bell?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna look inside?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Give me an intelligence saving
She's in
throw.
there. We're all definitely getting stuck in the trunk.
You know,
Okay.
that's fine.
So you open it up, and you can see that on the top portion of the trunk is a mirror, and in the mirror you can see Azazel staring back at you.
Hi.
Hey guys.
A little
Yeah?
help here.
Azazel's in the mirror.
Wait,
Just
what? In the mirror?
Azazel, what happened?
I thought it was just a mirror.
I don't know.
How did you get in there?
I can't move, so I don't know.
You can't move?
No, I can talk,
Oh,
but I can't
no.
move.
So you can't cast any spells.
No. Well, I don't know. No, I can't.
You cast verbal spells.
Unless we
No,
start fighting
I
them.
need cards.
He needs
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, he needs to get his cards.
No, I can't cast spells.
Um,
Because I was just thinking that too, and then I was like, nope, can't do that.
hey, ritual people. Azazel's stuck in a mirror. Can you feel this? And she's gonna tap on the mirror. Tap, 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 tap.
Okay. How many times are you gonna tap?
What did I just say? Tap, tap, tap,
Four.
tap.
Like 5.
4 times.
Yeah.
4 times. Okay, Azazel, you're gonna take 4 points of damage. And you feel it. It feels excruciating, like it's happening all over your body. I don't know if it matters, but it's thunder damage.
It causes a mini earthquake, and the sound is what damages you.
I don't know if
anything?
Constantine would hear you over his ritual. He's like kind of zoned in.
Sorry,
Azazel
I would
say
be
anything?
screaming in pain. Sorry, I'm talking to myself over here.
Don't tap the mirror.
Why would you do that?
I mean, I don't know.
How long left do we have left on this ritual?
About 5 minutes.
Oh my god!
I mean, it doesn't take long to do stuff in the game.
Yeah. Can I, like...
Maybe you guys should refrain from doing stuff over ritual.
But why would we do
Maybe
that?
should have brought those cards out.
Ritual.
But save us. We would have known probably not to fuck with that chest.
I mean, they walked into the room perfectly fine.
I didn't get trapped in the mirror.
Can I take a look at this mirror and determine any sort of weird magic bullshit going on with this?
Do you have detect magic?
I do not have detect magic, but I have Arcana.
Would I know of any stories of mirrors like this?
It's unlikely, but I'll let you roll history.
And then go to bed.
Sure.
And
23.
are you trained in Arcana, Merrick?
Yes.
Okay, it'll be difficult, but you can make an Arcana check.
Might as well.
Does my 23 net me anything?
No. Merrick, you would know something magical is going on here. You're able to piece that together, but other what, then no.
That's some magic bullshit.
Well, duh. Hey guys, so I recognize I'll go over I'll stay with Azazel. Be like, Merrick, go get one of them. He can't stay trapped in the mirror while they're over there bumbling.
Who? Constantine and Truda? Or someone else?
Yeah, the other people who are mumbling in the room. No, of course Constantine and Gertruda.
I don't know. You said them. That could mean anyone, Belle.
There's Sure, means anyone.
Merrick's gonna go tap on Constantine's shoulder.
Constantine will stop doing his ritual. Yes, what's going on?
So, Azazel may or may not be trapped in a mirror in the trunk. We don't know exactly what's going on.
Wonderful. I could have told you if you would have waited 5 minutes, but let's just let's see what we can do. Constantine will walk over. All right.
Hi, Constantine.
Hi, Azazel.
We've already established that tapping on the mirror is bad because it hurts him.
So,
Yeah.
just so you know, yeah, don't tap on it. And Azazel said that he looked in the mirror, and then he was in it. But Merrick and I have both looked at it, and we aren't in the mirror.
Well,
He also can't move while he's in there.
Is it Azazel?
Constantine, are you gonna look at Azazel?
Maybe my brother won't set this trap for me.
When they tell me he's stuck in there, I probably wouldn't look at him.
Okay.
But I'll probably have to in order to do one of my spells.
You could, like, look at it from the side.
I don't think that'll work.
So you're not
but,
looking in the mirror, but you're still looking
You're
at
on
the
the-
mirror.
yeah, you know, I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna cast the spell magic on the mirror.
Would he be able to, like, specifically dispel, like, the trap effect?
You dispel the mirror, I cease to exist.
Right, well, I mean, you know, that's all I'm thinking. It's like, the magic is no longer mirror. Like, the magic is no longer mirror. The mirror is no longer magic, and Azazel just poof.
Quickest character death, NA.
Okay. So you'll have to, because it says choose a creature or object. So I'm assuming you're gonna have to at least look at it.
Yep.
So give me an intelligence.
Within range, it doesn't say you have to look at it.
Well, how's he gonna choose it if he can't see
They're
it?
telling me there's a mirror in the box.
I mean, he can touch it.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say, like, that you can see.
Okay. Then give me your wisdom, right? Give me a wisdom check for your dispel magic.
Wait, hang on, can I inspire him?
No, because he already.
I
He
bet.
rolled, but you didn't tell him if he succeeded or failed yet.
Well, no, but I mean he already cast spell. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's enough to dispel the magic. Azazel, you pop up out of the mirror.
Azazel! She'll hug him.
Azazel will have this like look of like, what is going on? Like, this place, like why
Well, children, what did we learn?
would he come here? Referring to my brother.
Why do you think this was your brother?
No, I'm my character's backstory is that I'm here looking for my brother who killed our
I know.
master.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But if he just said, "Why would my brother be here?" I should.
I meant like in general, come to this dungeon.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
Belle. Sorry. I meant like, why would he come to this dungeon at all?
I mean, there's supposedly some really cool stuff here. We haven't found. Although I don't know, these costumes are pretty good, and she's gonna like hold up a clown nose from her bag, like.
I can go
Putting
buy
on
one of
an
those from a
for
discount
me.
store.
Merrick
But it's
kind
more
of.
fun when you find them.
Now, children, would you
Didn't
all
get stuck in
mind?
a mirror.
Would you all mind if I go sit and do my ritual so we don't run into trouble like this again?
Oh, can we go to the next room first?
I would prefer we did it, Belle. prefer- Belle, play with your dolls or
Haven't
your
you-
skull.
Haven't you heard of the phrase "time is money"?
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you want me to give you a gold
I mean,
for every minute?
here-
Because
here's
I
the
will.
thing. Here's the thing. We're gonna spend 10 minutes, and then it only works for 10 minutes. So really, we should go to the next room because we're done with this room now. We have
Yes.
found everything.
This
So if
room
we
is
get to the
safe
next
now.
room- Exactly. So we'll get to the next room, and then we can wait there.
But you won't wait there.
I might.
You will get into trouble there.
What if I like
How much longer for my
really try hard?
How much longer for my ritual to stop? I still
I
keep
really-
going when they were doing all this.
I really like the fact that this argument is happening over the
Like
truth.
3 minutes.
Yes.
So are you guys gonna
Well,
wait in this room, or are you guys gonna move on?
I say we should wait in this room so we don't run into anything else.
I
What
mean,
if
you
the
still
next
see
room is
Truda
10 minutes
sitting
away?
down doing her ritual.
The next room is literally like 70 feet away, Belle. I know where
You
the
don't
next
know
room.
that.
Yes,
Where's the
I
next
do.
room?
It's where we killed all those. Or where we were fighting the Undertakers. It's literally out the hallway
Here.
and up.
Belle,
What
I've,
if it's
Belle, I've got an idea.
yeah?
What if we race to the next room, but the catch is you have to race as slowly as possible.
Okay.
Ready, set, go. And Belle and Merrick proceed to inch along for however long that takes.
Before he starts casting his ritual, he is going to he's gonna put a gentle hand on Merrick's shoulder, like, hey,
Belle is like having a fucking blast. She is like, by the time the ritual's over, she's maybe moved 2 squares. Like, she is taking this very seriously.
she's gonna win.
Merrick is also taking this very seriously.
Excellent.
Okay.
Can't wait. I want to see how well I pretend to do slow motion. Really fucking well.
Oh man, that's tough to beat. Yeah, you're kicking my ass.
All right. So how many squares do you move in 10 minutes, Belle?
I'm gonna move 10 feet in 10 minutes.
Okay, so you're moving a foot a minute. Keep that in mind, because she's taking this seriously.
I'm taking it very
Sure.
seriously.
Merrick's probably trying to go as slow as he can, but he can't go as fast, so he's probably moving at like 2 feet per minute.
You guys will finish your rituals.
All right.
Now you guys got to convince Belle to speed up.
I don't have to convince her anything. I just have to get to the room and make sure everything's safe.
Belle,
See you in an hour.
let's come.
I'm.
Belle will make it there in 150 minutes.
Okay, we're all gonna look and look at things without you. We'll touch all the other stuff without you.
You're gonna lose.
Oh my god, what the hell? Like, Belle, if there's another costume set, I'm gonna take it.
No.
Yep, because you're not fast enough now.
Constantine's gonna yell,
Look
look at all
on
these wonderful skulls.
She moves another square.
Oh my god.
All right, anything about this room?
I'm like, okay,
Eric,
Belle,
you
the
do
race has
realize that if you
changed.
make it to the next room, Belle will win, and she won't have to move slow anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you moved
Be
a
like, okay,
square,
Belle, the
Merrick's
race has
moving 2
changed.
squares.
And now it's how fast you can go.
You
Can't
didn't.
change the rules.
All
right. Constantine, since you're first one in there, you can see that there's a large table. Seems to be some dice, a couple of sacks or pouches with some gold, a couple of lanterns hanging from the walls giving light, and a couple of backpacks.
Anything magical coming from the backpacks or the dice or the pouch?
You see, yeah. That's what
Are
it
you
is.
slow too?
Just trying to make sure it has range. Just gonna see everything in here. Not from where you're standing.
Boom. What about now?
Okay, now you're standing on a table.
I'll stand as next to the table as I can. Remember, I think you still have the squares messed up.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
Oh, it is 10 feet still. I'll see if that fixes itself. All right. So down here in the corner, you can see a backpack kind of tossed into the corner, and it's got a small glowing object.
Can I determine what school of magic it is?
Enchantment.
All right. I will grab the backpack and dump it open. Onto the table.
Okay.
What's in there?
So you find 6 gold pieces, and a circular spherical object rolls out, orange in nature.
Detruda, since they're taking their time, would you like to do your thing?
Yes, I'll send my back over on top of it, and I will do identify.
They shouldn't be here for another 140 minutes. We're good.
That's true. You can do the whole ritual.
Oh, do the whole ritual, nothing but ritual.
There we
Belle
go.
and Merrick are committed to this.
What?
That should fix it, hopefully.
You did it.
Yay.
Yeah, okay.
Alright,
So it's only
that's
50
2
feet
more
across.
squares.
Yeah.
All right.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What
And
is
as she's doing that, I'll recap.
I will type it to you in chat,
it? Ooh.
since it's a magic item.
You know Belle would have touched it immediately 'cause it's shiny.
Yes.
Belle's
She's
not there to
dumb.
know.
She doesn't just run around touching stuff.
I mean, touch
No.
all the skulls that you ever find.
Skulls are different.
She doesn't run around touching stuff unless it's super cool.
This ball seems pretty cool.
Need I remind you that I did not sit on the throne? That was our dwarf friend.
And it rocked.
And you got very hurt. Not as hurt as you could have, though.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna go up to it and touch it.
Wait, okay.
What is it, Detruda?
Much like the tiger's eye.
Gotta take a
Whoever
square.
holds this can see through the other tiger's eye that it's linked to. I love it.
What does it do?
It's a tiger's eye. Whoever holds this can see through the other tiger's eye that is linked to it.
And where's the other tiger eye?
I don't know. That's why I'm holding it. Hopefully, I can find out.
Yeah, look. Yeah, good,
I'm
good
holding it.
idea.
I'm gonna look. Is there anything? Do I see anything? Touch it.
Looking through the tiger's eye, you can see that it seems to be sitting behind some sort of large furry creature.
Oh god.
Does she see its butt?
Yes.
Is it dead?
I'm gonna tell you guys,
like,
No, it doesn't look dead.
it's
it's
behind some big furry creature.
I can only see its butt.
I'm actually really excited, or really sad that Belle's not there, because she would really wants to see the furry butt.
Another square.
Bag.
Another
I'll put
square.
it in my bag or my robe to, pocket it. Be like, I'll keep an eye on this, see what happens.
You're kid intruder right now, right? Because it's the morning.
Baby Detruda!
Let's see.
Very child up.
Oh no, never do that again.
Stay behind all of us at all times.
You also on the table's 19 gold pieces.
I thought that I
it would cause harm or something. I was like, what?
You said there's another backpack, right?
There's 3 backpacks next to the table.
I'll dump the other 2 out on the table. So is that 5d6 gold that was on the table, including the 9 that I poured out of the other back?
No. It was 6
That's
from
another
the other one.
square if they're searching the bag.
Searching 2 bags, dumping them out on the table.
Oh, that's another square then.
I win.
No, I win. Belle will run up. You said last one here wins, and I win.
Yes, you're right.
Woo! What's
Alright.
in here?
So you'll see rations pouring out of the backpacks.
How many rations? A disgusting amount that no one would ever carry on them.
33
3
rations.
worth of- Yes. 33 rations.
Belle walks in and just sees a bunch of rations. Like, really? What's with the rations?
Like, all have it. There's 3 backpacks. I mean, we can all 3 of us can have a new backpack with us. You know.
I like my backpack.
Well, we can like all have 2 now.
I like my backpack too. It's a parachute, too.
Also in there, there's also 3 disguise kits.
I'm gonna grab this guy's kit. What is it?
I got one disguise kit.
Merrick, would you like a disguise kit?
It's just a disguise kit.
I mean, I don't really see any use for them.
If you want to disguise yourself.
He probably has a spell for that.
I do.
I do have one also, but it would save me a spell slot.
There you go.
Constantine's not gonna take one. He doesn't feel any.
Azazel, do you want a disguise kit?
No.
Yes, he does. Shoves it.
Yeah,
in
you
his
do. We could dye your hair.
I set it on the table and walk towards the door.
All right, well, I'll take it then.
Wait, you're walking towards the door? Give me
I'll
a
look
second.
at Constantine. You should be able to see if the door's glowing or not from there.
Yeah, is the door glowing? I mean, I assume everything.
The door is glowing, but so is the walls, the ceilings, and the floors.
Yep, everything in here is
Is
glowing.
it glowing any differently? I'll ask him.
You just opened it, so.
And when Belle comes closer to me, and I'm gonna pull out the circle thing, and I'm gonna be like, I need this back, because I'm gonna keep an eye on what's going on, but hold it really quickly, and you'll see what happens.
She holds it. Do I see a furry butt?
Yes.
Belle will like fall back laughing. It's a furry butt. It's a furry butt.
Like, can you do it? So, like, it's furry, and you're good with creatures and whatnot. Can you tell what kind it is?
Oh, can I identify this butt?
No, like, around the corner to here, like move up here.
No, you
Can I
can't.
have a butt identify check?
No.
A butt nature check? An animal handling check, even.
No.
I was touching the butt in animal handling.
If it's an animal butt, that's absolutely. That is the literal definition of animal handling.
You know, I'm not even gonna go for it.
You're talking to a person who works at a vet office, and she got her She went to a horse college.
I did go to horse college. I've handled a lot of butts,
I'm done with this conversation.
both personally and professionally.
Merrick's gonna step into the room.
Okay, I think you broke me. Okay. I'm like, Belle, can I get the circle thing back so I can keep an eye on it?
Oh yeah, here,
must
sure.
be in
Can
and
I
out
just
of
like
space.
look at that whenever I need to though, because that
Yes,
really
you
teed me up.
Must be
Yes,
an outer
you can
space.
look at the furry butt whenever
I
you
see
need.
a lot of stars.
Did you see that I won the race?
Yes, you did. Congratulations.
I'm very proud of you, Belle.
Me too.
I'll go over to Constantine and be like, you coming?
Yeah, give me 1 second to put these rations in my backpack and the gold that we found is.
Can you carry all those rations?
That's a lot of rations.
I'm only carrying 69 pounds of stuff, and my carrying capacity is 210 pounds. I'm sure I can.
Oh, that puts you pretty close. Each ration weighs like 2 pounds.
Do they
Rations are
really?
heavy as fuck. Yeah, that's why I keep being marveling at why people are carrying so many rations.
Let us check. Rations. Who's got the rations?
Anyway, what's
They're
happening
2
in this
pounds
hallway?
apiece.
Ooh, what are these pillars?
one
Are
day.
these stars? Oh my god, I'm so excited about this hallway.
I think the
Nobody
stars
can
are
hear you.
statues.
Nobody hears you, honey.
To your left, you see a bunch of pillars that run down the hallway. To your right, you see large statues facing inward. Just off in the distance, you can see what looks like to be a dead creature.
In what direction?
To the right, where the statues are.
Here-ish?
Okay.
Yes.
If I get a little bit closer, can I tell what type of creature it is?
You can see that it is a giant spider.
Fuck. Nope. Well, Belle doesn't care. Zeke is noping right out. Well, hang on. Wait, when you say they're facing inward, do you mean like towards each other, or
Yes,
like down
towards each other.
Okay.
So wait, where's the giant spider? How big is
Over
the
here.
spider?
Giant.
It's right there, 15 feet from where.
Oh.
I believe it's a large creature, so...
Constantine, cast thaumaturgy on that door.
Wait, how big is the giant spider?
You bet.
Dimension-wise.
Should we be closing the doors behind us?
Nah,
I mean, there can't possibly be another poison gas trap in here. I mean, let's be honest, right?
And since when do we like learn our lesson?
A very excellent point, Belle.
Thank you. Also, I think that we should probably pause on going this way and maybe go the other way first,
Is your always left?
because that
Okay.
looks terrifying.
Without going anywhere near it, can I examine what might have caused the death of this giant spider?
You can see that it has some crossbow bolts in it.
Nope.
It's got arrows in it. It's got stab wounds in it. Looks like it's been scorched. Parts of it are slowly melting away. You can probably assume some sort of necrotic damage.
So it got mollywopped.
Yeah. Is there any evidence of a source on all of these crossbow bolts? This fire, this necrotic, any of that stuff else evidenced in this room?
You can see that the statues in front of you depict heroic-looking figures, all either carrying ranged weapons, melee weapons of all sorts, staffs.
Is my detect magic going wild in here?
It shows enchantment.
But nothing different than what we've seen.
Nothing different from what you've seen.
Okay. Merrick's gonna pull out a copper piece and use Mage Hand, pick it up, and just kind of lead it through there just to see if anything happens within the, I think it's like 30 feet that Mage Hand can extend. Yeah, just like drag the copper piece through it.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, that's, I still don't trust it.
I am immediately suspicious, and I think we should go the other way.
He'll pull his copper piece back and just pocket it.
Sounds like a good plan, Belle.
Thanks.
Let's put a pin in that one.
Come on,
Coming,
Azazel.
Azazel?
Don't go through the statues. Go back around. Azazel.
He went back around.
I know. Hang on, can I look at these pillars? Is there anything like... Because we've had weird shit happen with pillars.
Looking at the pillars, you can see that they hold little alcoves that you can probably assume had some gems inlaid into it. But from the dust on the inside, you can assume that they've been taken quite a while ago.
Can I put a pebble in one of them?
Sure.
I put a pebble in one of them. Does anything happen?
No.
Alright guys, these pillars are useless.
There's also a hallway at the end by the
Can I look more closely inside one of these alcoves? Actually, I've been seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was my pebble test. That's all I got though.
Yeah, I mean, they look like alcoves.
Oh, hey, can I put one of my gemstones that I stole from that guy in there?
Sure.
I do that.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nothing seems to happen.
I take it back.
Okay.
there anything on the walls in this room or anything?
No.
Alright. This is a boring pillar room. What's up here?
What is up here?
Okay. So right in front of Azazel, since he decided to run ahead, there.
Ah.
Or is it?
You see a corpse. You see a corpse lying face down. It's strewn with maggots all over his body. And you can see that there's a scimitar, a light crossbow, and a pouch lying next to him.
I recognize you did say scimitar and like properly, but for some reason my brain said centaur, and I was like, I'm sorry. Why didn't you lead with the centaur?
That would be even funnier.
Anything ringing magic about it?
No.
Merrick's gonna use Mage Hand on that pouch and kind of like take it, kind of dust off any maggots that may be on it, and then try and dump out the pouch to see what's in it.
I do a.
Can I search the maggot body?
The cause of death.
The pouch is empty. You want to search the maggot body?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a either perception or investigation check, depending on what you want to use to search him.
21.
Okay, and Azazel, you said you wanted to do what?
I was gonna medicine check it to see the cause of its death.
Okay, give me a medicine check. All right, so looking him over, you don't see any real, like, stab wounds, arrow wounds. Doesn't seem to be afflicted by any other magical means. The only thing you notice is that these worms seem to be digging throughout his body.
I'm gonna back the hell away.
Bell, you used investigation. So rummaging around,
Start backing away.
the guy, you don't really see anything on him, but as you pull your hands back, you can see that the maggots begin crawling all over your arm.
Ew. I will attempt to, like, shake them off.
Okay, you're just gonna wave your arms?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
Okay.
duck once I see her start shaking, or be like, nope.
Just so you know, your token is kind of. I don't know whose token that is. It's kind of just poking out of the wall.
All right, Belle, you begin shaking your arm, and as you do so, the maggots begin to dig into your arm.
I don't like it.
So you
How many
are
maggots is it?
gonna take 2 points of piercing damage.
No.
4.
It's 4 maggots?
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm gonna use Mage Hand and the Mage Hand that I still have, and I'm gonna like try and pluck them off.
Yeah, I'm gonna help because I also have mage hand. Be like,
Ready?
Burn them off?
Plucking.
Can I are these like some special maggots? Can I try to identify them?
You can give me a... Are you trained in nature?
I am not trained in nature.
Are you trained in arcana?
Yes.
Okay, you can make an arcana check.
Can I make a nature check?
Are you trained in nature?
I am.
Then yes.
May I make a medicine check?
Sure. Okay, Belle, you would know these as burrow maggots, and they essentially latch on to whatever creature, and then they begin to burrow into the skin and lay eggs. And when their eggs hatch, it begins to eat its way throughout the person's body.
Oh, they're cutibras!
Yeah, you know that any type of elemental effects would get rid of them.
Does she have eggs in her arm now? Because this
This
is really
is
No,
making me.
they take a second to burrow.
Oh,
And,
oh god, we gotta stop talking about this. Oh my god. Please.
I'd be like, let my hands on fire.
I mean, I can shock and grasp you.
No, Azazel's lighting my hands on fire, as I asked.
Okay, I
Yeah, but I
assume.
don't think a third.
Hit me.
I will take several steps back first before.
I assume you're letting Azazel hit you.
Yeah, I'm definitely letting him hit my hands.
Okay, you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to roll to hit if she's gonna let you
I was
hit
gonna
you.
say, are you kidding me? I'll move my hands into the flame as he misses.
All right.
Really, like the best firebolt I will ever cast.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for that.
All right. So the damage is split between you guys. So you.
Is it gonna be split between me and the 4 maggots?
Well, it acts like a swarm.
Oh.
So they'll take 8 and you'll take 8.
Alright.
But they'll die.
Great. Alright, don't touch those. Thank you, Azazel.
I'm gonna start firebolting the corpse.
We're saying a big fat nope to that.
Yep, literally none of those were better than the one that hit my hands. Thanks.
You should just be lucky I didn't have to do it multiple times.
Okay.
When I'm hitting allies, I really hit allies.
I really
blow
like
them up.
Azazel's like instantaneous response every time Belle has told him to light something on fire. Belle really appreciates that.
You're able to get rid of the maggots.
Alright. Cause of death, maggots, and maybe the fire too.
Like flip over the scimitar with mage hand, make sure there's no more maggots on that. And, you know.
Hey, Constantine,
Yes, Belle.
could you like look at my hands and arms with your eyeballs and make sure that there's not any that like got under my skin?
Sure. Would it be a medicine check?
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't. Yeah, you don't find any.
all right.
You don't think that they were there long enough.
I'll also put a hand on Belle's shoulder. Belle, you gotta be safer.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad, and honestly, worst comes to worst, and I would have had instant animal messengers with me for a while, so like, not the worst thing that could have happened, but it probably would have hurt.
Well, either way, I used healing hands on you for six.
Thank you.
Is there anything else of note in this room?
There is
What were you trying to say, Ryan?
Anyone
not.
see Constantine in the wall?
No.
No. Constantine's right here.
Did you say there's not?
There's not.
Okay. Well, that
Alright,
was
well.
fun.
Did you look at the centaur scimitar?
I mean,
The centaur
I'll mage hand it over to you just in case.
It didn't
Is
look
it-
magic.
It's not magic.
Not well. I asked and he said no. So
Oh.
I
Does
assume
anybody
no.
want a scimitar?
I think I can do that.
Like, what kind of? Can I tell what kind of like? Is it humanoid or
What?
like the corpse?
Yeah, it's a human.
I was gonna say, I thought he said it was a human.
Like,
Even if you
we
can tell
can
after a
have
shot
a
fire.
follower. I'm just saying. And
I-
we can hold on to the scimitar.
Out of character, we should have totally done this with all the maggots stuff.
Yeah.
That would have been much
Absolutely.
better. I feel like that would have been a lot of work, though. Maintain
How
that.
long is it gonna take?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll be like, look over at Constantine and be like, don't freak out. Okay?
What are you about to do, Detruda?
Give me 1 minute.
A 1 literal minute.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I bet there's skeletons in this game.
Well, wouldn't it be a zombie because it's a corpse?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's a skeleton inside the corpse.
There is a skeleton inside the corpse.
I mean, it just says that the target becomes a skeleton if it's bones, or a zombie if it's a corpse.
Yeah, but they did blast it with fire a bunch. Maybe they melted all his flesh off.
I don't care. What do you want, a skeleton or a zombie?
Skelly.
Every zombie is a skeleton waiting to burst free.
Yeah, I just choked on my beef jerky. Thanks.
Words of wisdom. From
So- My skeleton will like waiting to burst free from my flesh. I'm back learning some new stuff. Oh god.
Skeletons have pursued me all my life.
In this issue, keeping the skeletons inside you at bay. Best shoes for running.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Alright, there you go, Detrita. Now have one skeleton.
I feel like this is our new companion. His name is Bobble.
Hi, Bobble!
Constantine is gonna roll his eyes.
Alright, let's go. There's more hallways.
I feel like you want to give him the scimitar? So he can
Oh,
fight.
yeah, sure. We'll give him the scimitar.
I mean, it's more.
And
of
the
a small-
crossbow. You said there was a crossbow, right?
Yep.
Strap
Is
that
there
bad boy on
ammunition for the
with-
crossbow?
There's no ammunition for the crossbow.
If we find
I
some.
mean, Worst comes to
Constantine,
worst.
Constantine will give it half of his because Constantine never uses his damn cross.
Worst comes to worst, he can just beat somebody over the head with a crossbow.
You know, I'm gonna stick next to Constantine.
I can't
He's like
move
the
him.
most sane person here.
You're not wrong, Azazel.
I'm gonna have him
go,
go,
like,
like,
follow
follow up close to Merrick, so he can help him with traps and whatnot.
I like to think that Merrick doesn't notice the skeleton behind him, and it just like pops up next to him, like ah.
Ooh,
I
there's
can't
two
move my
hallways.
skeleton friend.
No,
Well, I mean, I
No,
guess it counts as one hallway. It's
this-
just an up and a down.
this isn't
Have the
really a
skeleton-
hallway.
Have the
Oh.
skeleton walk through the hallway here.
I'm
It's-
trying to.
No,
But I can't
let's.
move
Can we
him.
finish? What? Can we just like finish one area at a time?
We
I can't move him.
we are. We haven't gone that way yet. No, that's like that's a dead end.
You guys wait up. I
There's
want to wait
ano-
for Bobble.
There's a hallway.
Yeah, Merrick's gonna point like we've got a
There's-
hallway, and then we've got a small way.
And then there's also a hallway down that
Well,
way.
this hallway looks smaller and less dangerous.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna get him close to Merrick.
Merrick's gonna keep one. Examine
His name
this
is
alcove.
Bobble.
Bobble. Okay.
Oh my god, I have magic melt. I can make him say, "I'm Bubble."
Oh my
Over and
god.
over again. Like,
Oh,
I'm Groot.
Fuck. Is there
I
anything
can
in
talk
this
to him
alcove?
if I want to at the end of the day.
You don't see
Oh.
anything.
This dead end.
You can't talk with him.
Yes, I can.
He's an undead now. You can't talk with the undead with Speak with Dead.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I'll have to go unspoken. Is there anything in this hallway that we're just like powering down?
Nope. I'll let you know if you guys come across anything.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
you're
a
right.
door.
Sorry.
You come in Constitution. There you are.
Yep. I was just reading Speak with Dead.
Oh God, are you kidding
What?
me?
We found a door.
Wait, did somebody say door?
Maybe.
I feel like it's not going to be good by Jason's remark when we said we found the store.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be great.
No, I think he was commenting
Right.
on Speak with Dead.
Oh, okay.
Every GM's favorite pastime. Probably a character that doesn't have too much backstory. No, he just come up with it.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Open the door.
I blasted it open.
It
Please
doesn't
my
open.
door on blast.
It doesn't open?
No, it's locked.
Okay, everybody, I'm going home.
Well,
Merrick.
Back up. Merrick's going to turn around, get scared by the skeleton again, and then like directs them to back up.
I mean, I've seen
Alright.
worse summon.
I'll back
Con-
up.
Constantine gave you some guidance.
Okay, thank you.
Bubble will come
Merrick's
protect us.
going to step back to where you can still see the door, and Mage Hand uses Thieves' Tools from far. That is not back.
Well,
That
I mean,
is
if
on
the
top
light
of Merrick.
somehow goes down that hallway, right? Then I would rather at least one of us
You
don't
know,
get hit by it.
You're a grown man. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just think it's a bad idea. And yes, Merrick will try and unlock this door from afar with Mage Hand.
Okay, give me a Thief's Soul check.
Oof, that's a 3.
You've got guidance.
I do. 18.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest room.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
okay.
All right,
It's gonna have a lot of stuff for Bell in it.
you open up the you unlock the door,
Yes. And I open it with the Mage Hand.
and you see thousands of skulls pour out of the
Oh my
room.
fucking god! What?
Oh,
Bell runs up.
I imagine
Can I just like roll around in it? No, I'm
Bell-
not actually gonna do that.
Can I
Bell
mend some
screams
skeletons
across
on
you.
on Bobble so he has like 3 heads?
Hey, so Constantine,
Yes, Bell?
are these magic skulls?
I don't know. Are they magic skulls?
No, they're not.
Is there anything magical in that room other than what you normally see?
No.
No.
I'm gonna jump into it. I'm looking for... What kind of skulls are they?
All different kinds of humanoid skulls.
It's a
Oh,
very
they're
rare
humanoid
creature
skull?
called the Swarm of Skulls.
Is there any, like, small skulls?
I mean, there's gnomes and halfling skulls.
Yeah, any Merrick-sized skulls in there?
There's plenty of Merrick-sized skulls.
I'm gonna grab a handful of, like, full skulls that, like, still have the jaws attached.
I mean, you take as many as you want. It literally says there's thousands of them.
There's thousands of... Alright, how much does a skull weigh?
Wait, can we like fashion like a skull armor piece for Bubble?
I'm gonna make myself a skull armor piece. What are you talking about?
There's thousands of them.
I can't believe that there's thousands of skulls. How much do skulls weigh?
Give me 1 second.
Are you googling it?
Yes.
Human
3 pounds.
3 pounds? I can't even carry that many.
So I'm just imagining us like doing the volume math for how many skulls can fit inside here. I don't think it's thousands.
I mean, it says thousands.
I mean, it depends on how tall the room is. If you get the volume of a 20 square foot room, it's probably a lot of skulls.
I mean, if they still had like all the tissues and head.
What am I carrying that's so heavy? Oh, I do have this painting.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh yeah, but it's just cloth. I
Alright,
put it at 1 pound.
America's continuing on while.
Oh, it's so awesome! I did bring one of the backpacks. I'm gonna put them on bobble.
Oh my god, can I fill one of the Bobbles backpacks with skulls?
Jesus.
Please, Dakruda, please.
You're the DM. You could have changed what was in this room. I hope you know that.
I mean, I really couldn't. I mean, it says the cubicle of skulls.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'm gonna carry 15 pounds of skulls.
Okay.
5,
Well,
and
it's.
I'm gonna fill up half of Bobble's backpack with
I'll tell you this. It's 3 pounds for the medium-sized creatures and 2 pounds for the small creatures.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna take small ones. And I'm gonna put medium-sized ones in Bobble's backpack, but I want the small ones. With jaws intact, that's important. So I have 7 small skulls. I'm gonna have, Jason, you and I are gonna have so many conversations that night.
I'm afraid of this already.
I'd say I've got like a solid 30 people to talk to.
I thought you were gonna say I have a solid 7 skulls.
Well, I have 7 skulls. And then Detruda let me fill up Bobble's backpack halfway with skulls, which is
How many
like,
would that be?
a lot of skulls.
Moving on.
Yeah, we can move on from this. I just have a lot of skulls. This is like this was not a planned part of this character for her to be obsessed with skulls. It just keeps happening. And for this room to be here.
As soon as you said it was a stupid room, I was like, well, Belle's gonna love this room. And then it turns out to be that cubicle of skulls. Who would have figured that?
But I bet you it was supposed to be like kind of creepy and weird, and instead it's like this exciting room because we're fucking freaks. Alright, let's go. Oh, Constantine, wait, can you carry skulls? Oh no, I wouldn't make Constantine carry skulls. That would be sad.
Thank you, Belle. Thank you for thinking of Constantine.
You're welcome. And I treated I would have like put them very respectfully in my bag and told you that my plan was to talk to them and learn their stories.
Well, Constantine would be okay with that.
Okay.
It's a very kind thing you're doing, Belle.
I'm trying.
Poor Bobble is not walking around with
skulls
in his bag.
Is there anything?
Oh my
in this...
god, and we have to like, I'm assuming we have to like go through this level all the time. Belle's like new mission in life is to slowly gather all these skulls and learn all of their stories. She's gonna write a book. She's gonna call it the Skull Cubicle Chronicles. The Cubicle Chronicles.
You know what's gonna end up? You know what's gonna end up happening? Is Belle's gonna drop off a backpack full of these skulls every time at the tavern and just merely relocate the cubicle of skulls from here to the tavern.
Merrick, you can tell there's something funny with the wall.
In what way is it funny?
You can tell that there's a secret door there.
Okay, can I tell in which way I can operate it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to knock on some walls. Like tap, 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 tap. See if I find anything weird.
Okay.
Can I also investigate the wall?
I mean, you know that this is a door of some sort.
Can I investigate the door?
It's up to Merrick whether or not he tells anybody.
Yeah, Merrick will inform everybody. There's a door here. I don't know how to open it yet, but I'm getting to it.
I just presumed that I would know that as he started like spontaneously tapping on a wall.
But if you want to try and figure out how to open it, you can give me an investigation check.
Sure.
18.
Significantly worse.
18. You're able to figure out the mechanism to open it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna open this door. You just have to do this. Alright, so she does this.
All right. You're able to open up the door. Leaning against the far end of the wall is a greenish copper throne sitting atop a two-step marble platform. Sitting on the floor, you can see a similar greenish copper helm.
I'm guessing that alabaster is not what this is.
No.
No.
What about my magical eyes?
They do not detect anything.
Thrones are in this place.
They
So
don't
that-
detect anything?
They do not
Nothing on the
detect
helm?
anything. Nothing on the helm, nothing on the throne.
What's the helm look like?
Just a regular metal, metal copper helm. Fits over the top of your head.
So like nothing special about it. It's mundane helm.
Yep.
You said it's not magic, right?
Nothing I could see.
Can I put it on one of my skull's heads?
I have a better idea.
Go.
I wasn't
Merrick,
asking you. I was just asking the GM.
Oh.
If you want to.
Alright.
Yeah, Bobble goes in there with you guys.
Come here, Bobble.
If it fits, I sits.
I'm gonna put it on his head. Bloop. Look, you're a king, Bobble.
He'll fix it on his head correctly.
I don't suppose it counts as armor.
No.
Alright,
So
put it
Bobble
on.
has a crown on his head?
No, a helm.
No, it's a helm.
Don't we have a set of leather armor that no one's wearing?
Oh, hey, I have a set of leather armor. Bobble, you want this armor?
He'll nod his head.
Armor's not gonna fit him at all.
I'm a medium-sized creature.
I know. It's just that, it also assumes that you have flesh.
I don't have flesh, I have feathers.
There's flesh underneath your feathers.
Nope.
pal.
Not flesh.
Just organs and feathers.
She's gonna... my
She just
bones and feathers.
Yeah, she just plucks out a couple of feathers and there's just bone underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I told you she
I'm actually just gonna put this armor on him and take it out of my inventory. I bet you that's what's weighing so much, and then I'm gonna pick up some more skulls on my way back.
I'm writing on my thing. Now has armor. Leather armor.
Okay, so you put.
Studded leather armor, actually.
Ooh,
So you've dressed the skeleton.
Yep. He now has a hat.
I'm gonna come up
and
there and
some
help.
clothes.
I would help with the sun. Like, hold still.
Can we still tell that it's a skeleton?
Yes.
Still can't come back with us.
Does it actually increase his AC?
Yes.
Yes!
His AC should be 12 plus his dex now.
What's his next?
Plus whatever natural armor he may have.
He has a plus two dex.
Yeah, so he's got AC 14.
14 AC skeleton.
Still dies in one hit.
I mean, probably.
Right, but I mean, we can just collect the armor and the weapons, and, the next time Detruda finds a skeleton, we'll be prepared.
Detruda just has to remember to recast it every 24 hours, else that skeleton might turn on us.
I just wish that there were cameras in this age, because this would be an amazing picture.
Oh, I'm sure Xanathar has something set up. Or not Xanathar, fucking, what's his face, Hallister.
Alright, so who wants to sit in the chair?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit in the chair.
Nothing happens.
Constantine's gonna grumble.
I mean, it was perfectly fine
I'll
last time.
look at you and smile. I'll look at Constantine and smile. Big.
I think Detroit should be our official throne sitter.
I agree.
I mean, it's gotta pay off at some point, right?
You guys are probably making Constantine go gray, to be honest with you.
Is there anything on like the walls in here? Or is it just like this chair and this hat?
So far, just the chair and the hat is what you see.
If I like investigate the room, like can I get like behind the chair?
Yeah.
Maybe under it.
You don't see anything behind it.
This seems like a strange room, but I can't figure it out, and I am now pleased because our skeleton has a hat. Maybe if we leave, Bobble, leave the room with the hat.
I will tell Bobble in the room with the hat. You kind of
I
listen
wish
to
we could
me.
do it psychically so that like you could just pretend he was actually listening to me.
The bubble.
Bubble
Really bad.
Okay, Bobble leaves the
Does
room.
anything happen?
No.
Alright. I got nothing.
I try pushing the throne away, like moving it.
It doesn't seem to budge.
All right. Can I look up? How high is the ceiling?
20 feet up.
Or anything 20 feet up? Like that looks weird.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the throne.
I'll look up as well.
Give me a perception check.
Can I help
Can I help him?
Sure.
Yeah.
So a 15 if she's helping.
You can see that the entire ceiling is, kind of covered in cobwebs, except for one small area seems to remain cobweb free, and it's directly above the throne.
Any magic there?
No.
I'm gonna look
I'm gonna
up
look
with my
with my
120
120
feet of dark vision. Can I see up there?
Yeah, it's 20 feet up.
It's only 20 feet high.
I know.
Yeah, I mean I can see that high.
Like so. Why is it so different? Right there.
You don't know.
Constantino pointed out to Bell and Merrick and Azazel.
Merrick is not.
Oh wait, they're not in the room.
Like we should touch it.
Where is it exactly? Like
Directly
Right
above the throne.
right over the throne. I'm gonna sit on Detruda's lap really quick.
Ah!
You're just not heavy enough.
Okay.
As we both get boiling acid spilled all over us.
Nothing seems to happen.
Oh, alright. I got
I'm
nothing.
like. Wait, how tall are you? Belle?
Not tall. I'm like 5 feet tall, I think.
I say,
Say,
we
we
just
could just
climb
climb
up
up
on
on
top
top
of
of
it.
Yeah, I'm 5 feet tall.
I'm
Constantine,
only
pick me up.
4
or
foot 1.
4'1".
Constantino, pick Bell up.
I'm gonna stand on his shoulders. And
Constantine is 6'4".
yeah, so I stretch my arm up. I could probably reach it.
But stand
Stand
on top of the throne.
that way you have a better option.
I'll hop
Hop off.
Oh, Constantine, stand on the throne.
All right, Constantino, stand on the throne.
All right, so we're on the throne. I am on Constantine, who's on the throne, and I'm gonna try to investigate this plate.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
14.
Looking at it, you can see like this small area might move.
Hey, Constantine, there's a small area that might move. Can I move it?
I didn't see anything magic, so why not?
All right, we might get poured with boiling acid. Okay, going. And she's. Can I tell if there's a trap? Would that be a second check?
You wouldn't be able to see anything on this side.
Okay. All right. I'll try to move it.
It doesn't move.
Could I try really hard?
Sure, but it doesn't seem to move.
Hand up there to give her a little bit of help.
How's that?
Still doesn't move.
I'm gonna say open sesame.
Doesn't open.
Merrick.
Merrick was walking back to the pillar room. Does he hear this?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna describe what Merrick looks like to Bobble, and I'm gonna have Bobble go grab Merrick.
Bell, do you want me to get Merrick's attention?
Well, no, because we shouldn't be like really loud, but like also I just want to get this open.
So I'm gonna, as I described Bobble.
Oh wait,
Merrick
I'm gonna
and
start
Bobble.
messaging. I'm gonna be pointing in different directions, going Merrick.
I don't think it would reach because it can't go through some solid object. And so like Bobble is gonna like try to grab you and then kind of like move you over to us. This is the only reason how he knows how to
I
like,
mean,
make your
that's
weapon.
that's a grapple check. You gotta. Merrick's not willing to be like with zero context have a skeleton come grab him.
What was that?
Well, you
And
know
just
it's our
try to
skeleton
move.
because he's got the hat.
I'm aware of this.
Make a grapple check.
I don't have gravel.
It's
Okay,
athletics.
It's strength.
If he doesn't have, if he's not proficient in that, then make a strength check.
I can't imagine he's
Beat a
proficient in athletics.
21.
Okay. I mean, it
Yeah.
tried to grapple you. What are you going to do, Merrick?
Merrick's just gonna like try and slap the arm out of the way. No, no, no.
Are you going to do anything
At this
else?
point, does he hear my yelling with
No.
his passive perception?
No, he's not gonna
Can I-
do anything else.
Can I make an intelligence check to see if I might know why this thing is here?
I mean, without knowing, all it's doing is trying to grapple Merrick.
You guys also recognize you completely left us behind, and we are no longer with you.
Make another grapple check.
Is it faulty? Should we put it down?
Oh my god! Very separate.
Okay, it's going to keep trying to grapple you, Merrick, because that's all it was
I'm
told to
gonna
do.
say, all right, Constantine, put me down.
Merrick's gonna like. Merrick's
wanna
gonna put
show
two and two
you-
together.
I want to show you the new thing that I learned, since Merrick's not listening to us.
And just be
Are
like,
you ready? I'm gonna try to blast open the door.
Bubbles following him, trying to grab him.
Merrick put two and two together at that point, and is just like, "What do you want?"
He's still trying to grapple you as you come back.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
I'm gonna okay, Bubbles, calm down. Thank you for
bringing Mary.
Right as I send up 2 Eldritch Blasts towards the ceiling.
Nothing,
You've never seen me do before.
nothing seems to happen.
We need to move this.
Merrick, open it!
Open what?
Look up.
He's gonna point.
How? Okay. It looks like a ceiling. Do I notice anything with which I can open it?
I mean, you don't see how to open it.
What do you want me to do? Isn't
Open
isn't Constantine the one that can open it?
Why can he open it?
I mean, he's done doors. What's this? Then just
It's
a
not a
modified
door. I don't know what it is,
I mean,
but it's not magic.
Constantine will try.
It doesn't open.
Well, I'm out of ideas, Merrick.
Merrick, check to see you know all about these kinds of weird things that open weird. Can't you figure out how it's supposed to open?
Do I know anything about these things that are weird?
That
No.
open weird.
I mean, Merrick will push a mage hand up against there and try and push it, but
I tried
I
that.
already did that with my real hand.
And I tried to help her with it.
but it didn't go.
Can I pull out a? I'm gonna pull
Hey,
out a.
hey, wait! Bobble, come here.
Okay, come on, Bubble.
Bobble, I'm gonna borrow your hat.
What?
I'm just borrowing it.
Oh, I'll be like, Bubble, lower your head.
Alright,
his
I'm
skull
gonna-
comes off with it, and then it's a bobblehead.
Aww.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna put it on and say, Constantine, pick me back up.
All right, Constantine will pick her back up and get on.
Alright, so, standing on Constantine's shoulders on the throne, how close am I to this door?
Once
Or
again,
whatever it is.
I mean, you're close enough to reach it.
Right, well, can I touch? Oh, I can touch it. I'm gonna try. Well, I wanted to keep it on, but I wanted to bonk my head to it. But if that's not high enough, I'll take it off and poke the trapdoor with the. I know I keep calling it a door. It's not a door.
Okay.
You know, just kind of tap tap. Look.
Nothing seems to happen.
Can I examine the throne for any sort of switch or anything like that?
Oh my god, if there's a switch on the...
I looked behind the throne.
You don't see a switch anywhere.
Okay, anywhere in the room?
No.
Okay.
Alright, Constantine,
Constantine will oblige.
Ooh, I'm gonna. Okay, I am going to. Does anybody have? Just to make it dramatic. Does anybody have like a scepter?
No.
Why? Why would anybody have that?
I have a staff.
All right, can I borrow your staff?
No.
Okay. Can I
Wow.
borrow somebody else's vaguely scepter-like
I
thing?
have a quarterstaff.
Can I borrow it?
Don't break it.
I won't.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna take the staff with the helmet on my head, and I'm gonna sit on the throne and command it to open. With this, point this staff at it, like.
You guys
Open,
see
sesame.
you guys see a small tube begin to come down from the top of the ceiling. It pops open, and a wand lands on top of Belle's head.
Ow.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Can I identify
that-
this?
That mirror had a wand thing inscription next to it. Maybe this has something to do with it.
I will pull back. I will just grab it.
And
Just be like,
Guys, I found it.
Like, can I
Can
see
I
that
do it?
Belle?
Good job, Belle.
My command.
Good job.
Good job.
Can I get my
quarterstaff?
quarterstaff?
Can I
see
see the wand?
You can have the quarterstaff, and I'm gonna give you the one, but I want to make it clear that I worked really hard for it.
You
And
did.
unless
I'm
it's
so
really
proud.
special, I kind of want it back.
Okay. But
Thanks.
if it's really special, we may have to give it to Azazel so he has something to do.
I know.
Got it.
That's why I said
Okay.
if it's really special,
I'm gonna identify.
I understand.
I'm gonna sit on the throne all pretty like, and then just, just identify.
Belle is like pacing in front of you, like really. I can't believe that fucking worked.
I didn't think you guys were gonna get this one.
Did I have to command it to open with the helmet on?
No, all you had to do was sit on the throne with the helmet on.
Aww.
Oh.
You put the helmet on Bobbles, and then Detruda sat on the throne. And I was like, that's not right. And then you're like, I'm going to stand on the throne with the helmet. And I was like, that's not right. You identify,
I didn't think that was gonna work. I just wanted it to
What is it?
like look better.
gives you the, tells you that it's a wand of secrets.
What does that do? What does that do?
I think it's, helps you find
Find
secret doors.
I think.
Yep.
Look, it's a wand of
You're keeping a secret from us that it's a wand?
Oh yeah, what I
I'm gonna
know
grab
that
my quarterstaff and kind of boop him on the head.
Ow.
Belle probably wouldn't know what that is. What does that mean?
It's not nice to punch down.
It's
It's
going
going
to.
to.
Were you talking
I
to
I said,
me?
yeah, I said it's not nice to punch down.
I'm gonna give you a small glare.
You just hit him halfling.
This helps find secret doors.
So we found Merrick in wand form.
Kind of, yes.
Can I?
Use
Does
me?
that mean that I can have it?
I don't see why we shouldn't give it to Belle. She worked very hard for
She
it.
did.
Just make sure we save it for that mirror, because I think that has something to do with it, okay?
Okay, I'll save it for the mirror.
Okay.
And take it. But
I
and
will
if it turns
give
out
it
that like
to you.
anybody else really needs it, like I said, you can have it. I just want to hold it for a little while because I commanded it, you know.
Because you're Belle.
Okay, when
Okay,
we
well,
get up to the mirror with the engraving or the card on there, I'm gonna
Can
try
I
to
do the
use
pose first?
You can do
You
it
can do it
now.
now.
No, in front of the mirror. I want to just do the pose in front of the mirror.
That's what
That's what
I
I
was
was
gonna
trying to try.
Well, it's my wand. I want to try it.
Can I please kiss Matt? Yes. Then get to bed.
It doesn't have a wizard. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go.
I'll let you look at the furry butt if I can.
I already got to see the furry butt.
You don't know what you see now.
Know what you see now.
Could change.
Oh, that's true. You do out of character. You have that like hidden in your bag or something, right?
It's in my
It's
cloak.
It's your what?
It's in my
in
cloak.
my cloak.
Okay.
I have to talk to you.
All right.
Okay, I think we've exhausted all other options besides this statue area.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a perfect candidate to run down this area first.
What,
What
candidate is that?
Who do you think it is?
Bobble?
Do you want me to see if there's any traps? Oh no, he
yes.
already said there was no magic traps, and that's I think what the
Okay,
Okay,
Bobble.
Bobble.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
You've got
this, Bobble.
Okay?
Okay?
So Bobble,
Bobble
is
is
gonna...
gonna.
Why did I hear a change?
is anything happening to Bobble?
No.
Maybe
Also, you
it
have
doesn't-
a handout for the Wand of Secrets now.
Ooh, thanks.
He's gonna
point this way and then be like.
He's just
just gonna point
Just in case there's any more duplicating, maybe Azazel should go first again.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, I'm not making that mistake again.
Yeah, definitely not Merrick.
Are these
Yeah,
here?
just no, they're statues, but like
I'm not walking through there.
I mean, I can
I'll
walk through there,
through
but
there.
if I duplicate, I could really probably. Oh, okay, bye.
I'll walk there.
Did anything happen?
Nothing seems to happen.
All right, let's
There's
go.
a hallway down here,
and
looks to be a door.
Can I now that we're closer, can I take a closer look at these statues? Like, can we tell
Yeah, is there
what
anything
they are?
written on
Like,
them?
looking at each other.
You can see that on the bottom of each statue has a plaque, but it's been chipped and broken to the point to where you can't see whatever their names were.
Oh, that's sad.
Are any of them recognizable?
No.
I'm gonna.
Alright, there's a
There's
hallway,
a hallway
down here with a door.
And there's also another door over here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should do them in order,
Sure.
like we've done everything else.
Bobble
Bobble will wait in the statues for us.
Constantine, if you will.
You have to say something when you open the door.
No, he doesn't have to say anything. That's even better. He just clears his throat, and the doors fly open.
That's the verbal command. My verbal component is.
He does it by accident one day.
All the windows and
Opens the door to the bathroom while the guest is over. Whoops, sorry.
Hey, if they didn't lock it, it's their fault.
You know how expensive locks are?
They're pretty expensive.
Don't we have
I mean,
them
it'd
in
be
our tavern
Constantine's
anyways?
home, so he's footing the bill for it.
If Constantine can do this, he'll probably foot the bill for
I,
locks too.
I mean, if we have a tavern, so I mean, like, I'd hope he doesn't do it there.
I mean, we probably have a lock on the latrine, so.
Anyway, does this door open?
Yeah, it opens, and there doesn't seem to be anything inside.
No skeleton?
It's just a door.
It's
I
just
immediately go into the closet.
seems to be an empty room.
My detect magic is up. Nothing from the
Oh,
room.
it's an empty room?
Yep, it's an empty room.
Are we not allowed in it just because it's an empty room?
Yeah, I haven't bothered opening it yet, but it's just an
Okay.
empty room.
I'll believe you.
That's what he wants you to think.
Well, normally if that's just what he wants us to think, he still lets us at least in the room. Alright, we got some more doors. Let's do that. A door!
I think we're going for this one.
Huh.
I'm gonna stand in between the statues.
I don't know if I like the sound of that, huh?
I'm standing in between
the
the statues.
statues.
If anything awesome.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I know. Seriously,
Did
Jason.
the
Did the
music
music
change?
change?
No, I don't think so.
It became
I feel
more
like we're about to be like gutted, and Jason's trying to figure out how that doesn't happen.
Okay,
Okay,
stop scaring us, sweetheart.
sweetheart.
All right. So as you guys leave, Merrick, with your passive perception,
Yes.
you can see a ghostly eye following you.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Like just an eye.
Just a floating ghostly eye.
I'm gonna turn around and take an intense look at that.
Do we see him do that?
Yes.
Can I turn and look at what he's looking at and also see the eye?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna say, ah! I'm gonna blast it. Because I can now blast things. And Belle's pretty excited about it.
Okay.
She's a blaster master.
You see your attacks go through the eye.
Does
I'm
my
gonna hide behind
sentinel?
a statue.
Actually, that's the wrong ability I clicked. My bad. That one. Did my eyes at the grave see anything?
What does that do?
have to-
Actually detect dead.
I think you have to activate it.
Did.
I
seeing it.
mean, you don't. You can tell it's not undead.
Okay, so it wouldn't be a ghost then.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I might recognize what this is?
Are you trained in Arcana?
Eye?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I tell what kind of eye? Like, what kind of question is that, Heather?
You'd know that some wizards use spells like this to watch other people.
So yeah, this is controlled by a wizard.
Excuse me.
You would have to dispel it.
What wizard? Why are you watching us? Bill will
I'm
yell
gonna
out
look
to the eye.
at the
At the
eye
eye
and
and
be
be like,
hello.
Can it hurt us, Azazel?
They usually cannot, but that's not to say that the wizard himself might not be able to affect things here.
Hang on,
through the eye.
where's the eye?
It's just floating around.
Where?
Next to Merrick.
I'm gonna look at the eye and I'm gonna hold my hand out.
I'm gonna stand in front of it. I'm gonna poke it in the eye.
I'm gonna hold my
hand
hand
out
out.
and be like,
Do you wanna come
come
here?
It,
As you say that as I poke it in the eye. I mean, I know my hand goes right through it, but Belle is gonna find it extremely funny.
okay. No, it doesn't seem to move, and your hand does go through it.
Hey guys, I just poked it in the eye.
Can I gust it to move? Try to move it.
Sure. But you see
I don't
that
think
the
that's gonna do anything.
the gust goes through it.
You probably
I-
push Belle back.
Do I end up pushing either Belle or Merrick away?
Yeah. I mean, if they're
Let's
close,
find out.
if Bell is close
Yep.
enough, then yeah, you can. It would target
you
Bell.
push me right through the eye.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna go
towards the eye.
Yeah.
It hasn't
Eye
yet.
doesn't have any skin. It would be extra weird if it was a skinned eye. Which, in this case, skinned meaning the opposite of what it normally means.
Huh.
Isn't that
Since
weird?
it moved closer to us, and be like, we can probably talk to it, be like, up and down means yes, side to side means no. But
Is it
can
you?
hear us?
Hear us?
She's gonna take out her portrait.
I'm gonna look in the eye and be like, can you hear us? Move up and down if you can. Sad.
It doesn't move.
I put my portrait.
Anyway, is this door open?
I'd
that's
use
true, we did open
thaumaturgy.
this door. Yeah.
See, that one is.
Well, looks like guys moving in front of us.
I don't like this friend. Last time we had something following us, we were attacked very shortly afterwards.
I mean, I could get rid of it if you'd like.
No.
I mean, seems like a waste of a spell slot. Ooh, Detruda.
I mean,
And she's gonna get really close. Secretly, look inside your orb. But don't let him see you do it.
I'm gonna like hold, put my hand in my pocket, and because all I have to do is hold it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand in my robe, the pocket that it's in. Can I see it?
No, because you hold it to activate it, but you actually have to look into the eye.
I'm gonna block her from sight from the eye.
And then I'm gonna hold it.
Okay, you still see the same thing you saw before.
I'm gonna put it away and do it.
I mean, it could have been the eye, which would have been really funny because then you would have been looking at your own butt.
And it would have been nice.
I mean, it's a child's butt right now, so.
I still feel nice butt.
Oh god,
I'm
I'm
not
walking away
gonna.
from that
I'm not
conversation.
gonna dignify that. Let's go.
Let's walk in. What's in this hallway?
All right. So you see that the as you step in, that the room begins to slope downwardly.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm staying out of this room.
Can I keep an eye on that eye behind us? Does it do anything?
It just seems to be following you.
I'm gonna
Following us, okay.
It's actually following us.
Yes.
Maybe we should get rid of it.
Would you like me to get rid of it, Belle?
No, I mean, it's fine.
I mean, it might not be. We don't know who's watching us.
I mean, can you? Is it? Can we even dispel it if it's not like
should be able to.
physically here?
When I had my detect magic up. Is it showing magic when I'm looking at?
You would definitely not have your detect magic on.
I recasted it when she was when was it? When she was
Oh, identifying.
Climbing on the throne.
yeah, doing throne stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why he was still in there to pick me up.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's magical.
I could dispel it. Or at least I could try.
Because it's a magical effect. What kind of magic is it, just out of curiosity?
Divine.
Divination.
Oh,
Divination magic.
oh, divination. Okay, I was gonna say.
Divine is very,
let me
very
tell you
different.
something about divine magic in Jason's games.
Divination magic.
I don't know. What do you guys think? It is a spell slot.
I think we hold off on it for now.
It's also a 3rd level spell slot, and then I would have to save my last one.
I don't think it's worth it for the time being. If
Okay.
something happens, then we'll consider using it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine either way. I don't like it following
Alright.
us, but
It makes my hairs stand up. I don't have hairs. It makes my feathers stand up.
All right, come on, Bobble, do your thing.
Go, Bobble, go. Go, Bobble, go.
I know.
There's no, the door behind you shuts.
Yeah, bubble this way.
You said this slopes down, right?
Correct.
Yeah, how is he working with that?
I'm standing
fine.
back here. And so, is it safe?
Seems safe.
Do you have dark vision?
There's nothing in here. Jason, there's nothing in this room?
No.
It's what you gave him.
It's where the
60 feet of dark vision.
just tends to it's sloping downwardly.
Yeah, it does have 60 dark.
I don't like slopes.
So you don't like going skiing?
That's a
What's
statue.
skiing?
It's some weird thing that the dwarves do for pleasure outside.
Oh, it does already have dark vision. Never mind.
I mean, they're in the mountains all the time.
All right. So down to the bottom of the slope, you see a large statue of a four-armed fish.
I'm sorry. That didn't exactly register. You said four-armed fish.
Yes.
It's a trick question. Fish don't have arms.
Wouldn't that make it a mermaid? Like if it has arms, like what's the difference between a fish?
It looks similar to the statue that you saw before in the very first room you guys came into when you guys first entered into the dungeon.
Oh, I've got its head.
Do you have light in there?
Merrick has light on him.
Okay. Merrick, the corner as you guys all walk in there, corner of your eye, you notice something
magical
floating above you.
What's floating above me? I didn't catch that.
I said you notice something floating above you.
I look up and hope that it's not a grell.
As you look up, you can see that the ceiling, 30 feet by 30 feet above you, floating there is a giant pool of acid.
Nope.
But it seems to be just suspended there.
Is it like covering the entire room?
Yes.
Guys, and he points his finger up in that direction.
I'm not going in there.
Can I ballpark how much acid this is and how much this would fill up?
Without knowing how high the ceiling is, you wouldn't be able to.
Oh right, 'cause, yeah, it could be like
how
like
high
10
is
feet deep of acid.
yeah? How high is the fucking start of the acid pool above us?
So the hallway's been sloping down, and then you come to a little overhead as the ceiling goes all the way up, and then it's just a pool of acid.
Okay, where's the start of this acid pool in relation to where I am? Like, how high up is that? Is the surface?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Belle, can you put light on this this copper piece for a second?
Sure.
Merrick's
I will
going...
be the copper piece for lack of
Yeah, sure.
because I'm staying out of this room.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Just tell me where to go.
he'll come back and, like, it'll be fine. I'd back up if I were you. We might have to run. I don't know what triggers this.
She backs the fuck up.
And Merrick's going to take a mage hand and try and stick the copper piece up in there as far away as he can and see, like, if he can tell how deep the pool is.
I leave that area.
Yeah, Merrick tells them to leave the area, and Merrick is ready to run at a moment's notice.
Belle, what are you doing there?
I'm the copper
Belle,
piece.
yeah, Belle
Oh.
backed up. Yeah, Belle is back in the room back there.
I was like, hey, Belle.
Just giving the statue a hug.
Bobble
Mind
is
the judo.
like
But yeah, Merrick's gonna try to ascertain the depth of this pool.
How high can your thing go?
30 feet.
Okay.
You go back
So
all
it goes
the way
10 feet up, and
I'm not for you.
that's all
It goes
as far as you can
10
move it.
feet into the acid, and I can see it, and I can like move it around. And yeah. Oh, I've got a better idea. I'm gonna pull it back. Ask Bell, like, sorry, like, can you instead cast light on this, and he'll hold out the 10-foot pole.
Yep.
Okay, he'll do that. He'll come back down and try and stick the 10-foot pole up as far as it can go. So I'd have 40.
can't
I'd have
reach.
40 feet of reach with Mage Hand.
Didn't you say the ceiling's 20 feet up?
With Mage Hand, which is a 30-foot
I see.
range. So I have a total reach of 40 feet.
Okay. I mean, he's reached it up there. It doesn't seem to hit anything.
That's a lot of fucking acid, guys.
All right. So spending enough time in there, you can see that resting on one of the hands of the four-armed fish is a small ornate box with a keyhole.
I have reason to believe that if I open the box, the acid will drop. I come back, I tell them that it's a lot of acid, and I see a box with a keyhole in it, and I really want to open it, but it's probably going to trigger the acid.
Nope. Don't do it. You know, I want to do it as much as anybody else.
If I open it, it's going to be from afar, and I'm going to run the fuck away.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right.
Constantine will wait with the. I'll wait with you two, Merrick, if we need to fly out
Solid
quickly.
plan. Well, it's sloped down, so we could reasonably be here. And I mean, unless this thing is like
Merrick's
insane, we would see it dropping and have enough time to get pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean, like,
All right.
Merrick's ready to bolt.
Belle is gonna wait.
The Truda is kind of like poking around. Like, so what's
Constantine will look down to you, Merrick. Do you mind if I hold you while you do this?
He just puts his arms around him, like caresses his hand a little bit.
That way, if we have to fly away, to get higher.
Merrick contemplates Merrick contemplates if his safety is worth his dignity.
There's nothing wrong with being held by another man.
Now you're just making it worse.
If you like, you could sit on my shoulders.
That's slightly better. Merrick will
let's
do so.
This. And what's in the box?
Okay, yeah.
We'll put Merrick on his shoulders.
And Merrick will definitely mage hand with thieves' tools and try and open this this box.
Okay.
I from
wait,
as far
wait, before you open it.
Yes.
Can we just take the box out of the room?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is it
Mage hand it.
Is it part of the statue, or is it just a box?
It looks like the box is resting on top of the hand.
Okay, how big is the box?
Is it like Pandora's box?
Yeah, we're about to instantaneously die.
Is it like a jewel box, or is it like a chest?
It's just an ornate box you could probably hold with one hand.
Where's the Zazel in all of this?
Okay, if I like try and I'm gonna like make sure everybody's in a safe spot and say like be ready at a moment's notice, and he'll try tugging on the box with Mage Hand first to see if it moves.
It doesn't move.
Okay. Not gonna go any further with that. And he will then attempt to open the
Wait,
block.
sorry, what happened? You tried to pull it out and it didn't move?
I tried to pick it up and it didn't move.
I mean, you could assume that it was too heavy.
Can we
For the mage hand.
Yeah, and
can we Indiana Jones this shit with like two mage hands? Like put another box of comparable weight on there while we
I
have mage hand.
It's too heavy for the mage hand.
But what if it's two mage hands?
It's too heavy for two mage hands. I'll just throw that out there.
okay.
What if it's two mage hands and a bobble hand?
Wait, what about Unseen Servant?
Oh, unseen servant.
Unseen Servant has like no strength. I think it can carry like 30
Come on, let's
pounds.
strip Bobble. I bet you Bobble can pull it.
No, we're not sacrificing Bobble.
He's
I mean,
I
it
think
can't be worse than his previous life.
You're not wrong.
we need to find me a replacement skeleton.
I'm sure, I am actually positive we will eventually come across another skeleton.
I
I mean,
agree.
there's all the dead. What are they called? The
Don't forget, he is holding
the
like 10,000
Undertakers.
skeletons for
Yeah,
you.
The Undertakers that Azazel murdered in cold.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of skeletons right in the next room.
Replacement skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
don't
gonna
forget,
shoot-
he's also holding a bunch of skeletons for you.
Leave his
We'll be
backpack.
fine. Yeah. We'll take his stuff. Bob will go get the box.
So we
So
will
we will
undress
undress Bobble.
And
And then I'll grab his backpack and his armor
and
and his helmet
and his
and his
scimitar
scimitar
and
and
his
his
crossbow.
And the 2 mage hands are gonna help him.
and
his bolts.
Because that's 20 pounds that 2 mage hands can pick up, and whatever Bobble can pick up.
And
And
then
then
there's
there's
the
the Bobble.
right here,
Naked as can be.
naked
Naked
as
as
a
a
jaybird.
jaybird.
And
And
my
my
mage hand.
Is Merrick still down here?
I mean, yeah, he's observing. He's still on your shoulders.
Okay, because I don't think I can carry both Merrick and Truda.
Don't worry
about
about
me.
I can bolt at any time. It's fine.
Don't
Don't
worry
worry
about
about
me.
me.
I'll be fine.
Oh my god, let's just pick up the box.
Yes, we will try and tag team with 2 mage hands and a skeleton to pick
Ooh,
up
can
this
I
box.
inspire the skeleton?
Oh my god.
If you
How do
want.
you inspire this skeleton?
Yeah.
Please enlighten us.
Hang on. Choose one creature other than myself who can hear me.
Can
I am
Bobble
going to
can
play-
Bobble hear her, but it only like does my command.
No, I am playing a Mission Impossible song on my lyre.
I'll give
As he
Bobble.
walks in. Dun,
I'll give Bobble
dun,
guidance
dun,
as well.
dun, 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 dun. And
Can't
I'm
wait till he
really
rolls on that
excited
one.
So that as soon as he pulls it is the dun-dun-dun part.
So we got guidance, guidance and bardic inspiration on the
Oh
skeleton.
my god.
Alright, let's get this box.
Alright, Bobble. Alright,
Alright,
so Bobble will go in there. And I will mage hand as well.
Yeah, we have 2 mage hands helping out with this.
And
And then we will try to receive the box.
Give me a strength check with Bobble.
Oh, great.
Don't worry, he's got a maximum 12 extra points he can win.
You've got a D4 and a D8.
Okay, that's 6. That's 13.
That's not bad. Does she have advantage because the mage hand's helping?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Oh right, because there was a 4 to 2. They were just such small numbers I didn't realize she rolled 2 already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is. Great,
Now you have that song stuck in my head.
Good.
Like, be safe, Bobble.
He's definitely not gonna be safe. He's absolutely dead.
So I'm gonna go back because I haven't heard from them in a while, and so I want to check if they're still alive.
Well, stay where you are.
Oh god, I just looked at the screen.
Yeah, me too.
Can we take 5 before this goes down?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill Bobble real quick.
Yeah. I mean, he
Does
doesn't
he have the
have
box
any.
at least?
He definitely does not.
Well,
Where's
he's
the box?
gotta drop it in order to use it. Is it?
One attack,
God.
2
He
attacks.
very
Three
much
attacks.
hits.
How much hit points does the skeleton have?
Not that
Not
many.
that many.
13.
13.
Well, I mean, I could keep him
He's
from dying on the
eviscerated.
first. I could keep him from dying on the first hit.
No, don't worry about it.
He'll be.
I mean, he
I
dies.
mean, that is 41 hit
He
points.
was a sacrifice for us.
Well, I'm saying I
That
could have
is-
turned that 17 into an 11.
I mean, that's still over double his hit points.
You know, that not happening.
That is a scattered and gone.
And then it reverts.
Oh wait, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
All right. What are we at for time?
It's 1:17 on East Coast. So that's a little over 2 hours.
All right. Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Try not to fall asleep, guys.
Never.
Mage hand and rope, guys. We got this box. Mage
We
hand the rope.
need
and
to
we'll
last
pull it.
All right, I'm taking my 5 minutes. You guys can keep talking about your.
All right, now I'm gonna take my 5 minutes
Your
too.
rope
Same
speed.
here.
I'm gonna feed my rabbit. I'm gonna do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, be careful with your stomach. Come on.
Thank
So,
you.
yesterday I was watching a.
Mhm.
Take your break.
Alright, I'll be back, guys. You mean what?
All right, I hope everybody's back because we're gonna go ahead and get started.
All right. Is everybody back?
Yep,
Mhm.
everybody's back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm, Jason. I think I'm just gonna like, I think I'm just gonna bow out it too, because staying an hour later is gonna be too late for me.
Oh, we're not staying an hour later.
Oh, we're not. Okay.
No, we're ending on time. We just started later.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were going 2 hours.
No.
That's what I thought.
I-
Confirm.
Now I'm sad.
I thought I could handle it, but
You were wrong.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
So we saw this thing animate and just smack the shit out of Bobble, right?
Yep.
oh, the
And-
statue did.
Yeah, and then it reverted, right?
Yep.
Alright, I mean, my vote is, we should just walk away from this box.
I really want that box.
It's
You
got
can have the giant
It's
chase station.
guarding something.
It's guarding a piece of paper that's
Let me-
like, haha, fools.
Let me try and open it from afar,
I mean,
and
I'm a
then
pretty lucky
and
guy.
then scoop my mage hand in there and pull out whatever's inside. What do you think?
How are you gonna get your hand inside?
My mage hand.
How is it gonna get inside? It's a box.
I can-
Okay, how about
I try to open it up, and then when I do, you scoop your mage hand in there.
I think it's
How
terrible.
about we do the opposite because it's locked.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I really, this is me saying this, and I think really think we should leave the box alone.
I might be able to get the box.
How are
How?
you gonna get the box?
I'm a pretty lucky guy.
I don't think that's a good idea just by saying I'm lucky.
Listen, I'm a very lucky person.
I'm just acid falls on your head.
I was told that, I was, Wait, yeah.
You were told that you were lucky?
Listen, everyone is always amazed at my immense luck. I don't make
I'm
this
just
up.
saying, I don't think any of us
Are
are
you
gonna
made of
survive that
rabbit
acid
foot or
falling
something?
on our head.
Then why don't we mage hand, take a rope, tie it around it, and then pull it?
Sure. Do you have a rope?
Did the skeleton?
I've got a rope.
Did that thing
Yeah.
animate and attack the
I've
skeleton?
got 2 silk ropes.
Oh yeah, it smashed the shit out of that skeleton.
No, I meant like just when it touched it, or
When I try to grab the box.
okay. So I imagine tying a rope around the box is gonna have the same effect.
We're gonna find out. If we lose it, we lose a rope.
You can lasso it, I guess.
That's what
So
we're
we're
gonna
doing-
try and do.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys said
Let
like
me-
tie a rope around it.
let-
And just...
Let me see the rope. Detruda, can you hold the rope steady with a mage hand?
Yes.
Okay. And Merrick will take her rope and then loop it around and then try and tie it off so we can like lasso this thing.
That was uncomfortable.
Okay.
And as soon as it's secure, we're gonna like, okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll pull it. Try and pull it off.
It doesn't
I'll help.
budge.
Oh,
Doesn't budge. Okay. But it also doesn't move, correct?
Correct.
Like, I'm sorry, not it doesn't move. The thing doesn't animate.
Right.
Can I try to attack the statue?
If you want to.
Like to blow off its arms?
I mean,
Like
I
we know
think
that
if
others.
you do, there might be acid that falls on our head.
I mean, we then outrun the acid, I guess.
I mean, why don't we just stick with Merrick's original plan, which is you guys all go up and he'll use Mage Hand to open the box with his thieves' tools and grab whatever's inside out.
I'll unhook the rope so the truth and pull it back.
I mean, that's why I originally left, and then no one did that. So
Well, they all decided to send the skeleton in. It didn't work.
Yes. Do you see the pile of bones that are
Yeah,
broken over there? Yeah.
I
The
see pile of
dust.
bones.
All right. Let me unlock this then.
Like, do you need my help?
I'm just gonna unlock it, and then you can scoop your hand, in, and then we can get the hell out of here if something
Alright.
happens.
I'll ready my
Ready
mage
my
hand.
mage hand.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance.
You'll give me guidance.
Yep.
Okay. Merrick will try and unlock the box from afar.
Okay. Roll the thieves' tools.
And 27.
27, you say. Okay. You managed to unlock the box.
And I will carefully try and open it.
Okay. As you do, Belle,
Yep.
you're the first one that'll see this, but you can see acid rushing towards you.
Towards me?
Yes. From
I
the
thought it
left
was
side.
in this other room. Oh, from the left side.
Yes.
I'm confused.
So acid begins traveling down the downslope that you guys are on. And everybody is going to get hit with a wave of acid.
Sure.
Hang on, I'm super confused. I thought the acid was floating above our head, floating in this
Yeah.
room.
It
yeah,
is.
I also thought that.
It is.
Okay, but more acid is coming from over here.
Yes. It's you. I mean, you guys aren't around to see what happens.
Okay.
I will.
You guys are going to
join
take.
my party.
Each one of you is going to take 12 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And then we'll go left to right, starting from where Belle is. Belle, you're going to start your turn taking 5 points of acid damage as it is rushing down at you.
So it's my turn.
Yes.
All right, I will use my turn to dash out of the room.
Okay, go ahead.
Phew. All right, at least as far as I can. 60 feet.
All right. So in that area, Belle, right to your left, you essentially just see a wall of acid coming down.
Okay, I'm assuming that there's nothing on there that can stop it.
Not from what you can see.
Okay. I mean,
Um,
that's all I can do with. Oh wait, do I have a bonus action? So with my bonus action, I am going to because I'm assuming this is gonna hurt, and my friends are still gonna try to get the thing out of the box. I'm gonna cast a healing spirit right here. Right? That's where people. This wall goes like this, so people will run through it if I put it right here.
yeah, unless they choose to run around it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay.
We've also never seen Belle cast a healing spirit before.
I
W-
mean, I would know.
We had 4 days to talk about the new spells I got. You guys would know what it is.
I think I would know what it is because I know the spell. So
yeah, I mean, she's going to cast it on her turn, so you can see it appear since you're right around the corner, Azazel.
yeah, I would inform everybody about it then, if just in case, remind them.
All right, Azazel, you're going to take the next turn by taking 9 points of acid damage.
Gonna dash.
My question is, did Merrick take the damage because he was on my shoulders?
Yes. Like I said, it was a wave.
A wave.
You will. I assume you ran through the healing spirit, so you'll get the 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you guys are in the same space, Merrick, you're on top of his shoulders.
Yeah.
So you don't actually take damage, considering you're not standing in the pool.
Excellent.
But from where you are, since you're on Constantine's shoulders, you can see that the acid, as it begins to hit that room, before it hits the statue, it begins floating up into the air towards the ceiling.
I see. That makes a lot more sense. It's my turn though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use my mage hand to scoop out the contents of that thing out of the box.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, the Truda also had a held action to do so.
All right. You're just gonna grab whatever random thing you can grab.
Yeah. I'm not spending time to investigate in it. Yes, it is.
Oh, by
Yup.
the way, I ran through the healing spirit, so should I just take the 5 or roll?
Yeah, just take the 5.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you'll be able to grab it.
Okay. I'll pull it back to me, and then
You pull back to what looks like to be a dried heart.
oh, okay. Well, I will hold on to that for now. And I will, oh, did that require an action or a bonus action? Because I think it's a bonus action to manipulate the mage hand.
Whatever it would be for the to
I'm
use the
just
mage hand.
double-checking, So, yeah, give me a sec.
Well, he's figuring that out. How tall is the ceiling in here?
10 feet.
Regardless, the only thing that I'm gonna do, if I have the action to do so, is I'm gonna hold a dash action, after Constantine moves, and just bolt out.
Okay. Constantine, you'll take your turn. Since you are standing in there, you'll take 13 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Constantine will turn and look at the Truda and say, "Let's get going," and he'll run with Merrick on his shoulders. And
As you round the corner, you can see that there's a spiritual nature animal.
all right,
Is it
Merrick
Jack?
doesn't get it. Merrick doesn't get it because he's sitting on his shoulders and it's too tall.
Doesn't.
I think it's a 5
I
foot
mean,
cube.
I mean, it's when in. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
5
yeah,
foot
if you're
cube.
still on his shoulders, yeah, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would your legs hit it?
No.
yeah, but you also didn't take that 13 points of damage that I just did.
Correct.
Do you want me to re-roll, or is keeping the 5?
We'll keep the 5 until the start of your turn.
Okay.
And it is a bonus action, so Merrick's gonna jump off and run his extra 25 feet.
Okay.
Do you have your bonus action because you used the? Oh, never mind, right? Because you can dash because you're a rogue.
I use my bonus action to control the hand, so.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Merrick, you're going to take 9 points of acid damage.
Sure.
All right, Detruda, you're the only one left.
Yep.
You're going to take 10 points of acid damage.
No, I'm not.
You take half of that.
Okay, you'll take 5 points of acid damage.
Are you resistant to acid damage too?
absorb elements.
Absorb elements.
And then I'll boogie the fuck out. And run through healing spirit, and then gain 5.
Do you have that much movement? I don't think you have that much movement.
So you only have
I would dash. Oh, wait, no, I
You
can't
can't dash. You're using the absorb element.
It's a reaction.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you'll have to dash. But you're a dwarf, so I think you only have 25
You
feet.
get 50. Yeah, you get 50 total.
How goofy that had to look with Constantine running with Merrick on his shoulder.
Okay, so you'll gain the 5 life. And Vel, it's your turn.
Alright, I will.
You'll take 11.
11.
And you need to move 10 feet to your left to get out of.
So Merrick is out.
Yes, you're out.
Okay.
Alright, I will move my. I'm gonna move out the door so people have room to exist. And I will use my bonus action to move my healing spirit. Where do I want to move it? I'll put it right here. Because, Merrick, it's not your turn yet, right? You're not right after me. I don't remember.
No.
Yeah, I'll put it right above Merrick.
It'll go Azazel, then Merrick, then Constantine.
Right after you.
So I'll move my healing spirit on top of Merrick. And I'll run through it myself. I'll, like, move it first and then run through it.
Okay.
Is it like
Go
a
ahead and
sprinkler?
cast it.
It's like a sprinkler.
So we know what the healing amount is. 6.
6.
Okay. Azazel, you're going to take 13.
So you're going to take 7 because I'm assuming you're running through the spirit.
Unless 13 knocks him unconscious.
No, I'm still up.
Okay.
Did you put it on your square?
No, I put it
No.
above his square so that people
in
could run through
his
it
square.
intentionally. Because he can just take a step into it and then come out of the room if he wants.
And
to
that's
heal.
what he's going to
Alright,
do.
I'll dash out and I heal for 6 then.
Yes.
Yep.
Merrick, you can take your turn.
Okay, Merrick will dip into the spirit
Ooh.
and then get out.
Constantine, you're going to take 19.
Oof.
All right.
And you can go ahead and make your dash. And take the 6 health.
All right.
Detruda, you're going to take 13.
I can use my absorb.
If you want to use it again.
Yep.
Okay, so you'll take 6.
And then I'll run through it. Whee! Thank you. And then,
Yeah, you have enough to get out.
yeah.
And pick up 6 from that, so you'll go back to where you were at.
That wasn't so bad.
So that was what, 2 turns? How long do you have that healing spirit?
It's a minute, so 8 more, so we can get 8 more uses out of it, and presumably, unless something terrible happens, heal ourselves fully.
Okay. Well, or she rolls bad. What is it? It's a 1d6?
It's 1d6 per, yeah.
Okay, roll 8d6.
That's 8d56. That's a different.
That's a little bit too much.
29. Don't think that heals Constantine the Fool.
I'm only 4 under.
Good spell.
So about the time that ends, you can see that the acid stops coming down.
I imagine we would have also been looking at that.
Yeah. yeah, Merrick will produce the dried heart.
Can I see that? Can I hold it?
Can I do a medicine check on it first?
You see, we need you to make detect magic's concentration, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, give me three concentration checks. See if you still have it up.
Still good. Still good.
Yep.
Still
Okay. You can see coming off the heart, necromancy.
There's necromantic magic, or just necromantic magic coming from the.
The Trudeau holds her hands up. Can I see it? Like a big, huge smile on her face.
Is Merrick holding it?
I like to think that Merrick's like using his mage hand to like just hold it up in his hold it aloft. Because he sure as shit is like not doing anything like that.
Truda, it makes me quite uncomfortable. Would you mind identifying it first?
Without touching it?
Batkin.
And as she's doing that, I will. Get that recasted.
And I will identify my cat is purring at my lip.
But I thought it was a bat.
My real cat. You just had to steal my covers and steal my foot.
Oh, okay. So Detruda, you will find out.
You want to turn off the mic?
You want okay.
It's juicy. Can I tell whose heart this was before?
I'm gonna have to
No.
really think about what Belle's healing spirit looks like.
How about cats?
That's what Zeke's healing spirit.
Okay, how about a squirrel?
I have to think about it.
That becomes a completely different sentence if you change hopping through to on. Constantine likes hopping on acid with a halfling on his shoulders.
Oh yeah, you bet he does.
Usually when you completely change one word in a sentence, it changes the entire sentence.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Yeah, but that's a big difference.
that's a big difference.
Hopping through versus hopping on acid.
Okay.
Alright, Trudy,
Alright,
you gonna tell us
guys.
about the skull?
The heart?
We do not want to attune to this. This heart is bad. Actually, we could do it to a bad guy if they really wanted.
What does it do?
So if you attune to this heart, the heart gets sucked in to your chest and spits out your own heart, and you die. But your heart that got spit out gets the same properties and the same casted spell that the heart that got sucked into has.
So essentially, what you're saying is, if one of us is about to die, we should just spend an hour attuning to this heart real quick, and then reattune. Then we can just put you in a new body.
It's a poor heart transplant.
Yeah.
But your heart will still have the effect, but you'll die.
Okay, well, I think we should hold on to
Put it in
this
a
and
box? I will.
Yeah.
I bought 2 boxes.
Do you know how to destroy it?
Why would I want to destroy it?
Why would you want to keep
This
it?
can be good.
That's doable.
If somebody really bad comes along, we can convince
nothing
them.
good about
What?
it.
What are we supposed to do? Say, here, take this heart and just look at it for the next hour.
Say this is something very special.
Hold on,
And
let me identify it
if
first.
I get
That's what they're
to-
gonna respond with.
If they have identified.
Exactly.
If they have identified.
I mean, I think that we should take this heart and do literally nothing with it. And
I'm going to put it in the box. I'm going to take out the box from my bag.
we don't have the box.
I have a box. I bought a box.
Oh, you have. Oh, okay.
I have boxes and files. I have jars.
I think we should discuss this as a group.
I don't like having this heart.
I don't enjoy having it either. I think we should destroy it.
I mean, I don't think we can. We're capable of destroying it, but maybe we can find some kooky magic person, or give it over to the temple or something.
Yeah. They might even reward us for removing such a dangerous item.
Yeah.
And giving it to them for safekeeping.
I have a heart in a box.
Or, kill us all for having it in our possession. I don't know.
What's this heart called? I'm just going to call it heart in a box.
Doom heart.
Takes it to the temple. They yell at her. What's in the box?
It's a heart.
Anyway, let's move on. Mary's gonna walk this direction. Hey, look, there's another door over here. Wow, these are a lot of statues, by the way.
Yeah. There's 38 of them.
Wow.
Not that you counted.
I mean, I didn't. The book told me.
This hallway filled with
His own
38
type.
statues. Probably something along those lines.
I'm gonna grab Constantine's hand and be like, I promise it's all gonna be okay.
Just leave that thing alone. Don't take it out anymore. It makes me uneasy.
Look, there's another door.
I already coughed and cast thaumaturgy.
I'm a little uneasy about this statue hallway.
I thought he was just
because,
coughing.
Like
I
this
did too.
the hallway did something to that spider, and we don't know what. Walking around.
Well, we don't know the hallway did it. Could have been
What?
people
It's
who did it in the
What happened to
hallway.
your
Yeah, we could just open one of these rooms and suddenly there's people attacking us.
Did something
You don't
bad
know.
happen to your TV?
I mean, yeah, could
Huh?
happen. I mean, it has happened.
Your thaumaturgy opens the door.
Whee.
It's a magical hallway.
We've already established this is Azazel.
Azazel, take your health.
Revan's been timed out again
You goof.
for the.
Yeah, you got
What?
29.
Google timed
yeah.
out.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then tell him we'll just watch YouTube.
I think
You
I'm actually
can't-
at full. Yeah,
I think
Most
everybody should be
likely.
at full except for Constantine.
All right, Merrick. So
Yes.
coming up to here, the first thing you would notice is this looks like to be a old armory.
Ooh.
You see racks,
Neat.
cobwebs, adorned onto these racks with old weapons. Many you can see have some of the racks have collapsed due to their age and misuse.
Merrick checks the ceiling for acid and grell.
You can see the door down there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Down there, you can see that the door has a hand axe embedded in it.
Interesting. And it's a stone door.
Yes.
Again, Merrick checks the ceiling for acid and or grell.
You don't see any.
Okay, good. Anything interesting about this, Constantine? There's a lot of stuff in here.
Constantine will come in with look around.
Like, it had to be right now.
Anything interesting?
No. Everything seems to be mundane and mostly broken.
What about the hand axe sticking out of the door?
The hand axe seems mundane as well.
What's going on?
Nothing magical.
What's going on? I was dealing with a chat.
We're in an armory, and we just checked, and everything seems to be mundane. There's also a hand axe stuck in this door.
Oh, is there anything good we can use?
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of things to equip a skeleton if we had one.
Low blow. Low blow.
Low blow. It was too soon.
Oh, hey, you can just go back to that room really quick and make another one.
So I have all the spells in the world, right?
We'll just get it on the way out, okay? But yeah. Merrick's gonna mage hand the hand axe out of the door.
Okay, yeah, you're able to do that.
Does it look like it went through the door, or is it just like chipped into the door?
It's more of it was just stuck to the door.
I mean, I don't see anything interesting in here.
Okay.
Constantine?
Is there a light crossbow in here?
Give me an investigation check.
Do you want a light crossbow, Azazel?
Does someone have one?
Didn't we give one to the skeleton?
I
Yeah,
have
we
one.
had a crossbow. I just didn't know if it was what kind of crossbow it was. I guess.
It was a light crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are there
here.
bolts for it in here?
Yes.
Still want an investigation check? I'll just roll that.
I'll just give you mine. I never use it.
I mean, odds are I won't use it either. But if there ever comes a time when I don't, want to use magic.
Zazel, you don't find anything useful in the room.
Can I look around? Do I find anything useful? Maybe more skeletal stuff?
Looking into this room, you can see it looks like it was an old sharpening wheel. Looks to be broken from no use.
Is there anything like
I forget who has it, but hey, did Truda and or Belle do either of you want to bring that anvil for?
Oh yeah! I'll like whip it out of my bag and smack it around.
How many 10 pin points does that give us?
10.
Oh, and there's my AC, in case you're
I
wondering.
love that. We have the same AC.
But as far as you can see, there doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile in this room.
Okay.
How do we have the same AC?
Mage armor.
Damn.
Yeah. Azazel, you have the light crossbow now and the bolts.
You giving me bolts?
There's like
Okay.
Yeah, I give you 10.
35, 36, 37, 38.
Hey, for me, I have no legs.
And a set of double doors.
A set
Oh,
of
that's intimidating.
a set of
They don't open.
Exactly where I went.
Damn.
Does there appear to be a lock on the door?
No.
Maybe if you knock on it.
It might be barred from. Is there a bar on this side?
No.
If Merrick pushes on it, does it feel like there's a bar on the other side?
No.
Is there a handle?
Yes.
Merrick will try pulling on the handle.
Well, there's a handle on each side of the door.
Wait,
Merrick.
why wouldn't thaumaturgy open it?
We don't know. Merrick will try pulling it open.
Okay.
Well, why don't you look for a trap?
It opens. Da, 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 da. And something happens.
Of course.
Is the eye still following us around, by the way?
I'm sure it is. And whoever
yeah.
looking through it is laughing at us.
I'd be like, thanks, human. So silly. Humanoids.
No, it's probably more like thinking, ah, yeah, good. My meal moves closer. I mean, you don't know.
That's kind of scary.
Could be anything.
I don't need a madness table. Where is it?
Well, that's a relief.
Oh yeah, hey, you know, a madness table.
Glad we don't need that.
Nobody tell him about the Call of Cthulhu handbook.
Here we go.
Or AD&D has its own madness table in it too.
I prefer a gladness table.
Gladness tables are awesome.
Oh, I want a gladness table now.
You can always make one.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make a gladness table now. And my players are probably never gonna see the gladness table.
All right, let's
because
see.
they
There's
make
what?
poor decisions.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 of you. Time to roll a 1d5. I'm gonna go with left to right, whatever I see your names as. 5, Azazel.
Oh god.
God.
Poor
Poor
Azazel.
Azazel.
Wait, did you say left to right?
He's doing it by our names at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, on the bottom, okay, cause, I'm on the left. How did you 5 get me?
The eye explodes in your face.
The eye enters my brain and becomes real. You're dead.
Better that than the heart, I guess.
Yeah.
You can live without without an eye. You can't live without a heart.
You don't
No,
know
I
that?
said it goes into my brain. Thus
Ooh, which one is
displacing
this,
my
though?
brain enough to just, kill me outright.
At least it didn't eat your brain.
Dead is still dead, Detruda.
Oh, okay. Okay. Azazel, pick a number, 1 or 2.
I'm partial for even numbers. I'll go with 2.
Same. Even numbers are always better.
2 beholders.
Would you say 1 or 2 and then roll for them anyway?
Huh? I was seeing if you picked the right number.
Oh. I was like, pick a number between 1 and 2. Never mind, I don't care what you say.
Flip a
was like,
coin.
wow.
Heads or tails? Heads. I flipped tails. You're dead. Oh, okay, well.
All right. So for the next 24 hours, you can no longer gain advantage.
What?
Good
Because
thing
we
that-
opened the door?
Yes.
That would have sucked for Merrick.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it would've.
God. Yeah.
Merrick would be like, I don't feel good, guys. Let's go sleep for a while.
Oh my god.
Let me sleep for 24 hours.
How does that work? Like, does it give you a description of like what exactly like it does to you, or?
Yeah, you can feel these magical properties come over you as the doors opened.
Oh, okay. So I know something happened to me.
Yes.
I don't like whatever just happened, guys.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Did you have your detect magic up?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can see something travel from the door to Azazel.
Yeah.
Those of you trained in Arcana can make an Arcana check.
I am trained in Arcana.
You can have advantage.
Everyone in
Oh,
our
never
party
mind.
is
Just
trained in
kidding. You can't
Arcana.
have advantage.
Aw.
Not me.
Except
I
for
hate you, Jim.
All right, Azazel. So you've heard of this type of effect. It's called an Elder Rune.
Oh.
And it's a rune that's been placed on a random object that whatever the caster has decided. It has both a bane and boon effect, depending on how lucky you are.
So I was unlucky.
Which I think is hilarious because you
The
were
luck point to
talking about how lucky he was.
Oh my god.
Wait. Can I roll? Oh, it's only on D20 roll.
And
Is that an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw?
it's you can't gain advantage on anything.
Yeah, I know. I can still use luck though, so.
All right, you're going to open up the door, and this actually opens up both doors.
Still extraordinarily lucky.
Boy, that's an ominous looking room.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Sorry, wrong room. Closest door leaves. That one was too spacious for me.
And
The opposite.
this is what you guys are
claustrophobia.
going to see.
Excuse me.
Ah,
Let's close
see.
those doors. What is the fuzzy butt?
sure looks like
oh
it.
my god, that would be amazing. Well, no, don't they have like a snake butt?
You should-
Scorpion.
It really depends.
Yeah, it depends.
A manticore is literally just an amalgamation of creatures. It's not necessarily, at least in D&D lore, it's not always just, you know, the same types.
I love that word, by the way. Amalgamation. It's like one of my favorite words.
Yeah, my favorite word is verisimilitude.
My favorite word is antediluvian.
I mean, my favorite word is squeegee. Let's be clear about
No.
that.
No, mine is moist.
Don't
That is a good word.
say that word.
Well, regardless, this is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yay. I also like that there's a pop-up handout just of a picture of us about to fight a manticore or some random dude. Could be Merrick.
Looks like Merrick.
Most likely.
It's clearly Merrick.
We are clearly the manticores in this situation.
we not
this
see the
evil
manticores,
bastard
though?
and his sword and his torch.
Like, do we not see them yet? Do we have to go in the room?
I mean, you guys can you not see it?
No.
No.
Okay. It's fine.
I mean, I was gonna step in the room anyway, so I mean, like,
Well, you wouldn't step in the room if we saw a freaking manticore.
Man, I was gonna draw the coolest hand ever.
But that's where we'll end it for today.
I just
Okay.
drew 2 fireballs and a conjure animals.
Well, Merrick, I really
Why would
hope
you do that if we're not going to be fighting right now?
Well, because I was bored.
Oh.
Merrick, I really hope you like doing double damage to things.
yes, I do.
Cause I got a couple of those ready.
You guys would hear it roar.
Oh god.
and then hear it roar, and then hear it roar.
There's 3 manticores?
And we'll see how you guys do next week.
Christ. Well, we're all gonna die.
Maybe we could just talk to them.
All right, with that.